gonna. Yeah. You don't need to hear. We have 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do, Kelly, is I'm going to go by break. We're just going to let that play for about 5 more seconds. Once we get to 8, and then you can come to me. Oh, actually, that's fine. No, that's pretty good. Yeah. Well, no, Kelly. At 8:00 is when they are getting us. We want to let our open run for like 5-10 seconds, and then you can come in and you can just tell me to keep going, or I'll just when I see myself, I'll come. Let me check to see if anyone wants to. Hey folks, welcome into Shop Social TV. I'm your host, Lou Caputo, and I'm going to be here with you for the next 2 hours showing you a variety of different products. We're going to be starting out with some storage and organization with a little brand called Origami. Perhaps you heard of those guys. We've got a couple pieces from them. We've got a really cool storage bin from a company named Hopple we're going to have in just a little while. And then, we've got a table from them as well, and then a coaster for your drinks that's actually going to make them taste better. All right, and save you money probably because you can start buying the cheap stuff. But we'll get into that in just a little while. So let me tell you a little about us. We're the new player on the block. We're the new kids, and we're a small company. We try to save you as much money as we can and offer you the savings that we're achieving. And those would be things like free shipping. Everything on our show is free shipping tonight, okay? So you're really going to enjoy that, I know, and especially when we do some of these origami pieces that are bigger and heavier and more expensive to ship. So that's a big deal. The other thing we do is we don't have a phone number for you to call into. We are going to be using what's known as a QR code, a quick response code. When we have our item graphics come up, you're going to see that in the corner of the screen. And all you have to do is just point your phone at that, open the camera, and it's going to open up a link, and it's going to take you to the very item that you're looking at. Now, the other way that you could do this is you could use our website address, the URL, which is also going to be on the screen, okay? So many, many ways to get to your products from us. And then the other thing is we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on everything that we sell here. So no worries there, folks. If you got something, you don't like it, you got 30 days to decide, send it back, okay? It's that simple to do with us, okay? So, but without further ado, let's get in to the first product that we're going to do today. And I'm going to grab this one right here. Mentioned that we were going to be selling something from a little company called Origami. Well, guys, this is it right here. This is the Origami adjustable rack, okay? Now, Origami's been on TV for about 15 years now. And in that time, we've come out with many, many, many pieces. This particular one is the only one in the entire line that is actually adjustable, meaning that you get to decide where the shelves on this go. You can literally move these from one spot to another. And if I turn this sideways, you're going to see on the side here that it looks like a ladder. Well, these rungs are where you can put the shelves. There's going to be 4 shelves that are going to come with this. This is all made of powder-coated steel. So you can really hear the quality of this. I mean, this is an incredibly well-made piece. There is no assembly required with Origami, which is just a phenomenal feature of these. That's why so many people get hooked on them. And this piece in particular is kind of unique to the line because you can adjust this, because you can break it down. So let me give you the dimensions on this one here. I wrote them down just to make sure that I was going to tell everybody the right thing tonight. Okay, so on this particular rack, and by the way, it is selling, as you see, for the $99. Also, down here in the corner, that's the QR code down there. So all you've got to do is just point the camera at that, open up your camera, and just click on the link that's going to open for you. The measurements on this are going to be 30 inches from side to side, the length of each of the shelves. There are 4 shelves, as I mentioned. They're going to be 16 inches deep. Okay, so you're getting 16 inches from side to side on the shelf there, 62 inches tall on this as well. Each one of the shelves on this can hold 50 pounds. Okay, so you're looking at something here that can hold 50 pounds, 50 pounds, 50 pounds, 50 pounds, all the way down. That's 200 pounds with the wheels on it, because you notice there are wheels that come with this. Okay, you don't have to use the wheels though. If you decide, I don't want to use the wheels, Lou, guess what? You don't have to, but then you can go up to the maximum weight capacity of 80 pounds per shelf for a grand total of 320 pounds. And here's the crazy part about that. This only weighs 27 pounds total. So you're talking about something that can well box outside of its weight class. But let me show you the real magic here. Because all origami is named after the ancient Japanese art of paper folding. And if you've never seen origami before, prepare to be amazed. I'm going to take all 4 of the shelves off of this. And I'm going to show you how this is going to arrive to your house, shipped for free. Did I mention that? Free shipping tonight on everything here at Shop Social TV. By the way, if you're wondering, Lou, what's with the social aspect of this? We're on Facebook simulcasting right now. So if you want to talk to me, if you want to make any comments or anything, just jump into the chat, type away, and my producer, Kelly, also my wife, will be telling me what you said, or I'll pick up my tablet in a second, and I'll look at that as well. So I'm going to just undo the clasp on the back of this, and I'm going to fold this down. Now, this is how it's going to ship to your house, just like this. It's going to come to you flat packed in a box. So it measures about 3 inches wide at the widest point right here. And it's also going to have the shelves with it as well. But remember, it's 27 pounds that you're going to get shipped to your house for free. And look at the size of this. When was the last time you tried to ship anything? How much did it cost you to ship even the tiniest little thing? I know for a fact that a little envelope the other day, somebody was trying to send out something very, very small. It was $9 to send this thing out with a product inside of it, but it was tiny, like that big. Okay, so you're getting a crazy deal here. Now, here's how you're going to assemble this. There is no assembly. The setup for this is thus. Okay, grab the sides, give it a little pull like this. Now that's going to drop open. I'm going to spin this around so you can see the back of this. Right here is what we call the origami toggle. Get used to it because you're going to be seeing it often. This is actually a patented design. Oh, styrofoam from packing. Watch this. You just thread that through like that and you push down. Now, as soon as I did that, this rack is already rigid. It's already solid. It already has structural integrity just by doing that. But here's the fun part. Now that I've done that, I can decide where I want to put the shelves on this. So you got the 4 shelves, and by the way, you don't have to use all 4 if you don't want to, but you could. In fact, you know what? Let's get a close-up right here, because I want everybody to just see the little tiny notch that's inside of this here, because you're probably wondering, how does it fit onto the shelf? There's these little notches in the metal right here, okay? And if you look at those little notches, you see that right there? That's where it grabs onto that ladder I showed you on either side, the rungs. You've got 10 different positions on the side of this where you could put the shelves. 10 different positions going up and down here, 6 inches between each one. So you could have shelves that are only 6 inches apart, or you could have them much, much further. So let's start at the bottom. And I'm just going to put one in from the second to the last at the bottom because that's how I feel right now. So I put that one in right there, all right? Now I'm going to grab the next one, and maybe I want to put something a little bit bigger here. So I'm going to give that one probably about 1 foot of clearance. So I went up 2 rungs on that one. And then let's say, I'm going to go a little higher on this one. So I went about 18 inches tall between here and here. And then we're going to put this shelf all the way up on the top, just like that. Look at that. Oop, I put it on backwards. There is an origami logo on here too. I'm going to move that around just like this. And just like that, that was the setup of this. Now, mind you, we do have colors as well. What are the colors, Kelly? My producer, Kelly's talking to me. Okay, we have 3 colors available tonight, black, white, and pewter. In fact, right there's the pewter. That's next to me over here. Let me pull this out of the way so you can get a good look at that one right there. And look at all the stuff that you can put on these. I mean, really, and you can see the way you can set up the shelves any way you want to. Notice those 2 top shelves are only 6 inches apart right there. Okay, so right away you can see the versatility of, look at the big old cooler that's on there. So we were able to move these shelves very far apart because we knew we were going to be keeping our cooler on there out of harm's way. And then we've got some snorkeling gear that's on the bottom right there. Now, you might be looking at this going like, yeah, that's going to be the day where I take my snorkeling gear and put it on top of a steel shelf, okay? And of course, we also have white, by the way. But you might say I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to put my stuff on a steel shelf like that. But here's the thing, guys. This is powder-coated steel, as you can hear. Because it's powder-coated steel, that means it's going to resist chipping, it's going to resist scratching, and it's going to resist corrosion as well, okay? So that means you can use them indoors, you can use them outdoors, and I can tell you for a fact, I've got certain pieces of origami that I've had for 15 years now. And they still look as good today as they did the day I got them a decade and a half ago. Think about that. How many things in your life can you say that about that look as good as they did a decade and a half ago? I know I don't look as good as I did a decade and a half ago, okay? So, you know, the fact that this furniture is going to stand up to that kind of abuse is something. Also, take a look at the finish on that pewter one right now. We got a great shot of that, and I want you just to see. So the finish on the pewter is interesting because it's kind of what we call a mottled finish. So it's a little black, it's a little silver on there. But it gives you a really, really nice look at that, where you can see the texture that's on there. And that's the thing about powder coating, too. A lot of people ask me, Lou, what's the difference between powder coating and painting? Okay, very, very simple. When you paint something, you're literally just taking some paint and slapping it on there, all right? And it dries. It adheres to the metal, but only as much as something that's drying on a surface will, which means you can scratch it, you can chip it, and it's not completely covering it, so there's a chance that it's going to corrode, okay? When you're talking about something like this, where it's powder coated, what the powder coating actually does is, to do this, you put an electrical charge through the metal, okay? You put an electrical charge through the metal itself, and then you put a separate charge at opposite polarity through the powder coating spray that you use. And what ends up happening is, you heard the expression opposites attract? It's true, they do. You can spray this piece of, like if I had the powder coating gun back here and I shot it toward the camera going out this way, what would happen is it would get a certain distance away and then it would just come back and wrap around. So it literally looks for all the voids, all the little crevices, you know, the nooks and crannies, as they say, that let you see exactly where that's going. In fact, I'm going to take this one off, this particular shelf off. I'm just going to hold it here in front of me. And I would do that because I want people to see what the bottom of this looks like. Because when there's a piece of furniture and they make a mistake with it, okay, usually what they do is they'll hide the mistakes on the bottom of the furniture. That is not the case with origami. With origami, because it's powder coated, you're not going to see any runs, no drips. You're not going to see a single piece on here that is not coated by that powder coating material. So it's not like the metal itself magically becomes rust resistant. It doesn't. What ends up happening is that it's so completely covered by the powder coating that it does have that corrosion resistance factor to it. But where are you going to use this? What part of the house would you use yours in? In fact, now's a good time if you're watching us right now, and I see a lot of people are in the chat right there. Feel free to tell us where you would use yours, or if you've already got one, where you're using it right now. Because, you know, this is a no-brainer, I think, for a kitchen, for a pantry, for a closet. If you've got a walk-in pantry, walk-in closet, great for that. For the kids' rooms, I love these when they are in the laundry room. And the reason for that is, in the laundry room, these guys right here resist corrosion, obviously. What do we have in the laundry room that is corrosive? Bleach. Bleach is out there. And who said that, Kelly? Oh, Ingrid. My friend Ingrid. My friend Ingrid has one in her laundry room and her shed. See? And that's the thing about origami. We call it store decor. You can use it for storage, and you could use it for outdoors as well. So let me show you again how you put this away. And actually, this is a great time to do this because, guys, origami is a storage solution, not a storage problem. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, you know, you've got shelving systems that you build yourself, probably particle board. They took a really, really long time to do. But when you're not putting anything on them, what do you do with them? They just sit there. They're just taking up space with nothing on them at all, okay? And that's just a waste of your space in your home. With origami, if you're not using it, you just fold it up and you put it away till next time. So I'm going to spin this guy around, just undo, boom, just like there. Look at that, how easy that is. And our friend Angie just said that it's 100% for the garage. I mean, you know, in my mind, that's a no-brainer for the garage, honestly. Our garage at one point had at least 6 or 8 origami pieces in it for all sorts of stuff we had out there. I can tell you right now, here at this studio where we're broadcasting from, if you look around through here, I did a count recently, and they're not all the same piece, but we've got over 30 origami pieces, 30 origami pieces that are all throughout here, okay? So let me show you the setup one more time. I'm not going to turn it around this time. I'm going to do the origami toggle on the back of this, just like that. And then again, it's up to you where you want to put the shelves. Maybe we're going to put something big on the floor. So I want to give myself a little more running space down there, a little more room, okay? So I'm going to start with that shelf up a little bit taller. Then I'm going to put this one maybe, let's go about a foot above that one. Then remember, all the rungs on this are 6 inches apart. So that's how I'm judging how far these are going. All right, so this one's 6 inches there. So we're going to put some smaller stuff here. And then we're going to take this guy here, and we're going to put him all the way on the top, just like that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And again, I'll give you the measurements on this one as well. Forgive me for getting my notes over here, but my memory is not what it used to be. This one measures 30 inches across on each shelf, 16 inches deep on the shelves, stands 62 inches tall. All right, so it's a bigger piece. Only weighs 27 pounds, but remember, the weight capacity on this is 50 pounds with the wheels on it per shelf. All right, so that's going to be a total of 200 pounds. Try that with particle board. Nope, don't, because it's going to break. Or without the wheels on it, we can go up to 80 pounds per shelf, which is 320 pounds. Think about that for a second on something that only weighs 27 pounds. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so we've got 3 colors today for you to choose from. We've got the beautiful bronze that I've got here next to me. By the way, these are all on the website. When you click on that QR code or that URL, just go to that. You'll have your choices there, and it'll give you a nice example of each. But that is the bronze right here. That's the pewter in the back over there that we were showing you earlier. And then, of course, you've got a choice of white. And they're all, each and every one of these is $99 with free shipping, as is everything here at the Shop Social TV. Okay, so let's move on. We're going to go to our next item. And, you know, this has gotten a great response, so we'll probably come back to this the next hour because we're here for 2 hours tonight from 8 to 10 o'clock. By the way, my name is Lou. Glad to see everybody out there. Let's do this guy right here. Okay, this is another piece from origami, and it is absolutely one of my favorites. This is the stackable rack. So I'm going to pick these guys up right here. Now, you're getting a 2-pack of these. We have a choice of colors in these as well. And I think the only choice in colors is pewter and black today. Is that right, Kelly? Kelly's my producer. Oh, and white too. Okay. I stand corrected, per usual. Yeah, you're going to get pewter, you've got black, and then you've got a beautiful, crisp, clean white with these. Okay, but what's the big deal about these? What makes these so cool? Let me give you the measurements first, and then we're going to go into how you use these. Okay, so these stackable racks are only $79.99, and again, free shipping on these, but the retail on these is $100. It's $99.99. So you're getting a nice discount here at Shop Social TV, not to mention the fact that everything is free shipping tonight on the show. Kind of a big thing. That's my favorite kind of shipping, by the way, free. So it measures 31.5 inches going this way from side to side on the width, 16 inches in the depth on this. You're getting 16 inches this way, 31.5 this way, and the whole thing, each rack, each one, stands 15.5 inches tall. So right now you're looking at about 31 inches when they're stacked like this. Each one of these can hold up to 150 pounds. And these are powder coated steel too, just like all origami. Now, if you're looking at these and you're going like, wait a minute, what are you talking about stackable? That looks like a 2-tier shelf. All right, observe. I'm going to grab these guys and bring these forward. And this is going to allow me to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So these are actually 2 separate pieces. Okay? So if I set this one down on the ground here, that's what you're getting when you buy these, regardless of the color you're buying, whether you're buying the pewter, whether you're buying you know, the black, or you're buying the white that this comes in. This is what they're going to look like. So the neat thing about this, thank you, Lee. I was wondering about that. So the neat thing about this, the people are out there going like, hey, we can see the top of your monitor. Yeah, we know. It's getting taken care of. My crack team is out here. They've got this. All right, but you can stack these side by side. You can put them side by side, rather, like that, and have the world's best shoe rack, just like that. Very, very simple to do. A little tiny shelf, a little place for the kids to sit and put their shoes on, because remember, these will hold up to 150 pounds each, okay? So that's a lot of weight that you could put on these. Now, the other thing you can do with them is use them in separate rooms. Maybe I don't want to have them in the same room or even side by side. Put them in different rooms if you want to. Maybe what you want to do is you want to take these, stack them up as I did before. And by the way, if you're wondering, gee, should I buy more than one set? My initial answer is going to be absolutely, but you can stack them up to 4 tall. So if you were to buy 2 sets of these, you would have enough for 600 pounds of storage, not to mention the fact that you could go all the way up 4-tiered. It'd be way up here. So it's, you know, in fact, let's just show everybody. I'm going to grab these guys here, the black ones. This is what we like to call a feat of strength in the business. Put this on here like that, and look at that. So that's what it's going to look like when it's 4 tall. So if you were to buy 2 sets, which we encourage here, because remember, you are getting free shipping, you can have it be this tall if you want to. Now, you can do some fun stuff with this, and I like to call this the erector set of origami. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but these only weigh 21 pounds each. So we're talking about something that, despite the fact that it's very lightweight, it is going to hold a tremendous amount. Remember, 150 pounds per shelf. That's where I'm getting the 600 pounds. But watch this. I'm going to take this one off the top here, and we're going to make an entertainment center. And this is why I call it the erector set of origami, because I can set these 2 guys down like this. I'm just going to spread them out a little bit. All right. Now I'm going to take this one. Now, when you put these together like this, the feet actually nestle inside of each other. They're kind of like nesting dolls, okay? So yeah, that's a great shot right there. So look at this. If I pull this out of here, you can see the way that that comes out of there, and then when I put it down, it actually goes inside of that. Now, if you're looking at that and you're saying to yourself, first of all, how about this, okay? How about some kudos for that? Because look at how cool this is. So I've got 2 shelves right here. We got 2 side shelves. How would this be as a TV stand, as an entertainment center? You got kids that are in college, you know, do you live in you know, a dorm room? Do you have somebody that's maybe in a studio apartment? This is just amazing furniture, because this stuff is collapsible and it does take a lot of abuse. In fact, let's show everybody that right now. I'm going to pull this one off of here, and I think I'm just going to use that to show you guys how this works. So This is what the racks look like. And you saw the way that leg just flew off of there like that? That's all part of the process with this. You close this down, you fold the two legs in, and that, my friends, is what it looks like when it's folded down. So if you're thinking, you're looking for something that you can transport really easily, that's going to be this. This travels really well. Again, it's only 21 pounds, holds up to 150 pounds. This is powder-coated steel, like all origami. So that's going to mean, my friends, that this particular piece you're looking at right here is indoor, outdoor acceptable. You could use it indoors, use it outdoors. You know, it's up to you wherever you want to use this. And you don't have to worry about the environment. By the way, this is the pewter color that we've got right there, okay? Remember, you've got pewter, you've got black, and you've got white. And guys, go ahead and use that QR code on the screen you see right there where it says scan it, buy it. That's there for you for your convenience. You point your phone at that, open up the camera, point your phone at that. It's going to open up the URL and let you know, take you exactly to the page on our website just for this, okay? So that's a great feature of that. Or you could just go to shopsstv.com, go right to the website, and look at everything that we've got there. You're going to be stunned at how many things there are there right now. Now, to set this up, we're kind of going to do the backwards of what I just did. The backwards, the reverse. Watch this. I'm going to open up the two side legs like that. We're going to let this middle piece drop down. And then all you do is just line the two legs up with these side pieces just like that, and this is ready to go. Now, here's what's interesting about this, too. I know you're saying, like, Lou, look at that. That piece just flew off of there. Let me show you something interesting. I'm going to turn, Kelly, I'm going to turn this top one around just a little bit so everybody can see the sides of it, because I want to show the little pegs that are on the side right here. Yep, keep going down. A little more. There we go. Okay, so there are these little knurled pegs that fit in here, and I'll show you what they look like. You're going to get a set of these little tiny ones go in the back here, and that's what secures this back structure. And then you notice that these two don't come apart. The black ones do not come apart. Why? Because there's another one of those knurled knobs right here. I just like saying knurled knob. But look at that. So that's right there. And notice no tools required for these either. It's finger tightening. It's so simple to do. Boom. Just like that. It's really, really easy. So this is a really unique piece in the line in that you are totally in control of how you use these, where you use these. So is it going to be in your mudroom as the world's best shoe rack? Because it's the one you don't have to worry about if it gets salt on it, because it's powder-coated steel. So if you're coming in, you got the snow and the slush and all that salty stuff from the streets on your feet, you don't have to worry about it. It's really, really simple. Just take it outside, throw the hose on it, put it in the bathtub, whatever you want to do. You're not going to be able to hurt these. That's where I'm going with this. And again, you've got your choice of colors between the black, you've got the white, and you've got the pewter one, which is the one I'm just putting down here, just like this. Now, I don't have the knurled knobs in this one, so this one's going to keep opening up, but that's okay, because I want you to be able to see how you set it up and how you break it down when you need to. It's very, very, very simple to do. This price, though, is crazy today at $79, because ordinarily these are $100. It's $99 for a set of two of these. You're picking them up at that discount, and you're getting free shipping on top of all of that here. We're trying to pass the savings on to everybody here. We're a small group over here. We're trying to keep the costs down for everybody out there. So passing the money on to you, passing those savings on to you, but still showing you some really cool products that are incredibly well made. Now, say that again, Kelly? Oh, yeah. So the other thing about this, too, thank you so much, folks. If I want to stop talking once in a while, it's because my producer's talking to me. The colors match back, and what that means is that this is pewter and this is pewter. So if you just bought the adjustable shelves in the pewter, go ahead and buy the stackables in that same color if that's kind of your thing. If you think you're going to use them in the same room or you just really like that color, just know that all the colors do match back. So the bronze matches the bronze, the black matches the black, the white matches the white, et cetera, okay? Very, very simple concept to get from that one. So this is a great piece right here. Now, the other thing you can do with these, too, and this is kind of one of the things I like, is because they are totally flat on the sides, look at that. You can make yourself like a little island with these, like a little kitchen island of sorts if you want to, or use this in your garage if you've got something big that's going to need a lot of surface area. This is a great space. It's actually kind of a cool workspace too, because remember what I said earlier, these are 15.5 inches tall each. So what you're looking at right here is about 31 inches in height on these here. It's actually for me, it's a very comfortable height, because it's right about here. So really, really easy to do. And folks, if you're interested in this one, by all means, if it's in your shopping cart right now, make sure that you buy this. We do have a limited quantity on these as well. And we are going to be moving on in just a few minutes. Oh, Matt, did you say Matt does this? Ooh, okay. So one of our viewers on Facebook is saying that they use this in their closet or in their garage. By the way, if you're watching us right now on DirecTV, Dish, Uvision, Uverse, sorry, any of those, welcome in, guys. We are here at Shop Social TV. Again, we're a little bit different than everybody else out there right now because, you know, we don't have a phone number. Order from the URL that's on the screen or use that QR code as well. So what do you think, Kelly? Are we going to move on? Yep, okay, so we're going to move into the Hopple right now. Now, if you've never seen Hopple, you are going to be thrilled with this. Let's walk on over here. I'm walking, maybe I'm not walking. Am I walking? Okay, we're going to come over here. So what Hopple is some incredible storage bins. And when I say they're incredible, when you see what the quality of these is like, what the design on these is like, you, my friends, are going to be very, very impressed. Oh, and by the way, if people were wondering, this is Joni Ann Newton right here. She is the owner of Hopple and the inventor of these. Hi, Joni.
Hi.
How are you?
So excited to be here on your debut night.
Thank you. We're excited to have you here with us as well. So let's tell everybody out there what Hopple is, what it's all about, and what it does.
So Hopple is premium storage, and I mean, we're the GOAT of soft-sided storage,
I
right?
love that.
Even though we're the kangaroo, we're the GOAT of soft-sided storage. And what I mean is these go above and beyond everything that is standard in storage bins out in the industry.
Right.
So collapsible, stackable, durable, portable, and fashionable.
Yes, you have your choice of sizes, you have your choice of colors today. In fact, let's show everybody what we're offering tonight right off the get-go, just so they can see, you know, what the choices are. And by the way, everything that we're going to be talking about here is either at the URL below us there or it's at the QR code in the corner right there, and it'll take you there. You can make all your choices, choose sizes, choose patterns, all those things. But let's go through these real quick.
We have some special bundles for
We do.
shops. Yeah. Okay, so the first bundle is our biggest bundle. It's a 4-pack, and the 4-pack includes 4 bins, 2 medium, and the mediums are 12 gallons each in storage, and 2 large, which is each 16 gallons in storage. But we put these together because they have the same footprint, so you just have a different height.
I'll turn this sideways just so you guys can see what she's talking about there. Notice how they line up perfectly. So if you were going to stack these what size is this? Medium and the large?
Medium and large.
Medium and the large, they match up. It's just the depth that is different.
And we're going to go through why these are so special, right?
In just a second.
If you stack, you don't have to take these down to get in what's at the bottom.
How cool
which
is
is
that?
really cool. And we're gonna go through all of that.
Yep.
But there are 6 different materials, colors, and patterns. So whatever floats your boat, we've got something, and it's really unique from what you typically see in storage. So we have 2 of our best sellers up here: the bee jacquard.
The jacquard.
And, yeah, it's gorgeous.
I love
And
that.
then the denim.
Yeah.
These are our top 2 sellers. So
Okay.
this is our big bundle, I believe, at $64.99 for 4.
Let's do the colors
free
real quick. Oh,
shipping.
there they are. Okay, they're already up on the screen there. So what you're looking, you want to go through those?
Yeah, I can even do a close-up so you can really appreciate it, and just know that they are all mix and match as well. So we have 2 collections, the Amalfi Coast, and we've got this beautiful Italian mosaic tile.
That's beautiful.
With the greens and the yellows and the blues in there.
It's up
Oh,
there.
I'm sorry. I'm learning, guys. I'm not the professional here. And then we've got denim, and it's not denim like your blue jeans or your shorts, but it is done to look like denim. But we still have the 600D denier canvas. And then one of your favorites, Lou, we have the limoncello. I think we actually call it lemon zest, but it does have a very limoncello vibe. Super happy, and once you learn all the cool things that you can do with these, keeping bread and fruits and vegetables in it, you're going to love this.
Let's swap
print.
these out here so you can go through the next 3.
Then we have the Royal Beast. We have a beautiful printed bee, really simple and classic. And my personal favorite, the jacquard. So this is a shinier material. It's a little bit more elevated, but it's not printed or stamped. This is woven on a loom to create the honeycomb bee pattern. So this is really special. And then we have an embossed vegan leather. I say vegan leather, it's polyurethane, but it has a really nice, gorgeous, supple hand, just like leather does. And it is embossed and stitched. So you get all of that nice texture and puckering, which is beautiful because when you're decorating, and I know we don't think about decorating with storage, but
Right.
when you're decorating, layering and mixing patterns and colors is important to
I love that you think about it, because that's how we got all these great patterns. But by the way, the other thing too is that the pulls on this. You know, when
they're
I
gorgeous.
see a bag or I see a briefcase or a backpack or anything, and it has what I think are leather pulls on it, for me it just kind of elevates it a little bit. But these aren't real leather, are they?
Nope, they're polyurethane, but you'd never know.
Vegan
they're
leather.
just right, vegan leather is
I
what
love
I
it.
call them, and they're padded. But you know, we haven't even shown all the sizes and what this bin can do.
Yeah, let's do that.
So you want to just break down some of the features and benefits?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
So it arrives flat like this. Now you're always going to be getting a 2-pack or a 4-pack depending on what you choose.
Right.
But it's going to come flat pack like this. So you're just going to take it out of the bag, unzip it. This is your wide mouth for loading, and I'm going to pop this up. Okay.
Wow.
This is my front here. I'm going to leave this open so you can see how to assemble this. These bars, this is the frame. You're just going to push these into
Oh, that's a
the
great
place.
shot. Look at that.
You see that? You're going to push them into place. Once those are in place, you have 55 pounds of weight capacity.
I'm sorry, what?
55 pounds. The industry standard is 20 to 25 pounds. Hopple is the only brand out there that guarantees 55 pounds of weight capacity.
See, that's kind of
Super
amazing.
proud of that. And it doesn't matter whether it's the small bin or the large bin or the extra large. You're
All
getting it with
55
all
pounds
of them.
on top of all of them.
So you've got your durable 600D. What is that? It's like thread count,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
The
hockey
higher the
bags
better.
are about 900. We wanted 600 so you could have give and overstuff this. And then it's backed with a PVC coating,
Right.
which allows it to be kind of water resistant, right? And protect your things inside. Or if you put messy things inside, you can wipe it clean.
Right.
You load from here. And then we've got the MDF base because it's 55
Wow.
pounds.
I
We
forgot
didn't
about
want to
that.
do paperboard, right? We wanted it to be
That's
strong
amazing.
and not bow. And you've got your non-yellowing PVC window here. These
Yep.
are not created equal. PVC is not created equal. It's thick, it's crystal clear, it's not going to yellow over time, it's not going to crack or wrinkle when it arrives. And because nobody stores or has all the same storage space, you have your front access, but we also included another one on the side.
I
So
love
if you
that.
have a narrower spot, you can
Yeah.
still see what's inside and access.
See, that's a great feature right there. Just be able to get into it from two different sides, because I don't know how I'm
Sure.
going to say. Oh, and that, I forgot about these.
Well, 55 pounds, right?
Yep.
We wanted to make sure you could really get your hands in there to grip it and carry it. But when it's stored at home, we don't want these flopping around. So we gave you a hook and loop
That's
to
genius.
fix it completely flush.
So it's not going to get caught on anything when I'm moving it
Everything.
around.
Everything
Wow.
was considered. We even have a little mesh scent bar here. So if you have your favorite sachet or scent, or you want to put a dryer sheet in, you just slip this in, and then your linens and clothes will smell amazing when you pull them out.
Wow.
So every detail. I always say love is
Told
in
you
the
these were good.
details. Everything was considered. These
Yeah.
are great for gifts.
Now, pricing wise on these, well, let's go through how much the capacities are on all of them, and then
Yeah.
we'll talk about the price on these, because we've still got a couple we haven't even seen yet.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Let's move over this way, and in fact, I'm going to grab my cheat sheet over here.
Yep.
All right, and we're going to put those up and put
So
them
I've
on
got
here.
some demos, but let me show the extra
Check this out.
large. So we have a 2-pack.
So that's the XL right there.
Yeah, and this is our big daddy. This is 21 gallons each. So for the 2-pack, right, you're going to get 42 gallons, and it's 23.6 across.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to check me?
I just saw the price.
I know, it's amazing. What can you get for $25 a piece?
$49.99 if you want a 2-pack of the extra large.
And they're incredible. And there's so much you can fit in it. And I have an amazing demonstration to show you with pillows and things for
Okay.
this item.
Yeah, that's awesome. And while we're here, so just so everybody out there knows, let's just say that you were going to buy a 2-pack of the small ones. This is a 4-pack that's available as well. But let's just say that you were buying a 2-pack of the small ones up here in any one of the patterns that you've seen. The 2-pack of the small are going to be $34.99 a piece, okay? The medium size,
This
that
is the small.
Okay, there's the small right there. So that's the one that's going to be, as I said, $34.99. Then the 2 medium, which is these guys.
Medium and large is
Oh!
a 4-pack. That's because this is
I totally
they
put
go
it on
together like peanut butter and jelly. right? Everybody likes the
Yeah.
this main bundle.
Yes, there we go. Look, those are the stills right there. That you could see this image that shows all of them out there, all the different sizes.
But we also have the corner, and I'm really proud of this because this is my design. I designed this on the beach in Hawaii. We're the only one.
By the way, that's the real quick before you do that, that's the 4-pack that we're showing right there.
Yeah.
Those are the 4-packs in the different colors, just so you guys know. And if you do buy that 4-pack with the 2 medium and 2 large, that's $64.99. Here's the 2-pack of the extra large. Those are going to be $49.99. Not each, but for the 2-pack that you're going to be receiving right here. And then we've got the corner pieces that are here in front of us. And then the 2-pack small as well for $34.99. And there's the 2-pack of the corner right there for $44.99. So let's take a look at this one though, because we actually have this in our house.
Yeah, and you love this, right?
Yeah, we
this
do.
is great because in the closets and stuff, you've got those deep, dark spaces, and it makes it easy to access. It is a full pie shape, and it's 14.5 gallons of storage inside, and you're getting 2 of them, but this is great for vertical storage, right? If you don't have a lot of closet space, you can stack these in any corner. Just remove the ficus tree that you probably shoved there because you didn't know what else to put in that corner, and now you can clearly see what's inside, and you don't have to take down A, B, or C to get to D down here.
Right.
They can go, I mean, because they hold 55 pounds, you could go 4 high.
Yeah, which is amazing. Or the other cool thing you showed me is that you can actually make this into a circle. So if you've got little ones, little kids, and you want them to keep their toys or that kind of thing inside of this, you can have like a little table or a little place to sit.
It's really cool. So you'd buy 2 of the corner 2-packs, right? And you could alternate with 2 different colors or whatever. Put them in a circle. It's 59.5 inches, I think, diameter. You can get like a round table, or even the ones where they fold up. You know, those plastic ones. Just put it on. It can hold the weight. The kids can see what's inside all the way around. Pull out their Legos, their drawing boards, their coloring books, whatever. Play on top, and then when they're done, just as easily put everything away.
Yeah.
And it really teaches them about picking up after themselves, and they love it. They love that, they can easily access and get in and out.
Yeah, and I mean, I love some of these features that are on this. I've never seen in any other piece like this.
Thank you. I'm proud of it.
Very, very, very unique to Hopple. Let's go through the colors one more time here, or the patterns, I should say, that we've got here in front of us, just so everybody out there can kind of see what their choices are going to be. They are, of course, they are on the website for you to buy them, but, and you can look at all that there as well. But just, it's not the same as seeing it like this, I feel.
No, it isn't. So this is the vegan leather, and it is got some texture, and it's got stitching for that embossed. Now, you're always going to have the luggage brown Hopple logo and zipper pulls, and there's going to be 6 of them because you're going to have 2 on top, 2 in the front, and 2 on the side. Okay, then you're going to have the jacquard honeycomb, and this is on a loom. This is a higher end, shinier material. It's a little bit sexier, if you will, for a storage bin. And then we have the printed bee, which is super classic and fun. I really like the bee. Isn't this the one you have?
That's the one.
Yeah. It's timeless. Bees are timeless. So that's part of the Royal Bee collection. Then we move over into the Amalfi Coast collection, which is really vibrant and fun. This is the lemon zest print. Limoncello. We just need to officially change it just for you. This is the denim. Again, it's not actual denim. It's made to look like denim. It's still the 600D with the PVC in the back.
I love that.
But really cool. Looks awesome in the closet and mix and matched with these, these colors here. And then finally, we have a real classic Italian mosaic tile, which is really beautiful.
Yeah.
So all timeless colors and prints that you can have fun with. But if you have a kid going into college, this is the best gift. My daughter's in college, and I know, we all know, we have to move them in and out, right? They're not doing
that. Yeah, that's you.
And you buy the small for their socks and stuff, and you buy the larges for their linens and things, but everything stores under the bed.
Right.
You pick them up, you put them in the car, and then you slide it into the closet.
Genius. Yeah.
It's absolutely genius.
Yeah. When I was in college and we were moving, garbage bags.
That's
I know.
terrible.
I know.
Gosh,
It was.
I really failed. I should have done this a long time ago.
I think that when I was in college it was before you were born. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
All right, tell us what we're looking at here, because I can see this is stuffed.
Yeah, and this isn't an error. This isn't a mistake. We wanted the material to have give, because when
Right.
you buy those plastic bins, if the lid doesn't close, it doesn't close. And
Right.
we wanted you to be able to kind of smash down. But one of the cool things about this, and guys, these zippers have been tested for 1,500 back and forth uses.
Wow.
They're industrial grade zippers, strong like what you see in luggage. So you can really kind of put them to the test. But in here we have full size, nice quality pillows, and I wanted you to show you what 4 pillows fits in here. You can actually fit 6 if you really want to stuff them down, but most people have 4 pillows, right?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3.
This doesn't seem like this should
4.
work. It's like
Now,
it's like a
right.
car.
And if this is in your closet,
Right.
what is happening? You open the door, they're falling at you. You're getting dust mites on
100%.
them. They're dirty.
Yep.
And it's a mess. In here, it keeps everything clean. You can
Yep.
put a scent bar in so it smells great. They smell fresh, and you're going to confidently give them to your
Yeah.
guests.
No, 100%. And guys, if you're just joining us right now, this is Shop Social TV. We're also live on Facebook, in addition to being on television. The way you're going to order is right below us here where it says order now. You can go to our website, shopsstv.com. shopsstv.com.
Say that 3 times.
I know,
fast.
exactly. And then you could use the URL as well. That's down the URL, the QR code that's in the corner over there. And all you've got to do is just open up the camera on your phone, point it at that, and it's going to give you a link. Click on that link, and it will actually take you to this very item that you're looking at right now. So you don't have to hunt around for anything. It's going to bring you right there. Now, the other thing, too, is that if you just want to go to that URL, you can use the item number that's on the screen and just order them that way as well. So there's a multitude of ways that you can get to the same place. But the bottom line is that whenever you buy it, wherever you buy it from us, you're going to get it with free shipping, which is kind of a great thing. All right.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing.
Yep.
Shipping is so expensive, and these are flat, but they're still large, right?
Yeah, no, they are.
So it's awesome. I can't believe that you guys are offering that deal.
Isn't that amazing?
How did it happen? So yeah, no, I've got some other things. If you guys are unsure about what size you want,
Yeah,
the
watch
extra
this.
large is great because it really does
kind of the
hold
catch-all.
so many things. Yeah, I mean, do we have I have a daughter, and she's got all kinds of stuffed animals and things like this, and blankets.
I thought you were going to say dog for a second, because it looks like my dog toy.
Oh, yeah, no, I use one for dog toys. You know why? Because they play with toys morning, noon, and night.
Oh, yeah.
When I don't want them to have the dog toys, I zip
They
it
go
up.
in there.
Right? And it's like closed for business, pups.
Yep.
But when I'm okay with it, I just unzip so they can
Look
go
at that.
in and out and get what they want.
Wow.
And then, yeah, I still haven't taught them how to put them away yet, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm working on
Well,
that.
you know, soon. You know what's amazing about this, though? One thing that I've noticed over the years is that if I have something that's got this kind of glassine-looking thing, right? Usually, not only does it get yellow, but it gets brittle.
Yeah.
And this is never going to get yellow. It's never going to get brittle. This is all stitched in here really, really well. So you're always going to have that clear view and the flexibility on this as well. Not to mention, when you get this home and you feel how substantial this feels, the steel frame on the inside, the MDF that's on the bottom of this, the beautiful material on this. I have luggage that doesn't feel this substantial. You know that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
really, this is really, really, really well made, and you're going to feel like, wow, this was an amazing purchase, particularly if you get it for the free shipping, which you will if you buy from us right now here.
And really, we offered all these sizes because you have that opportunity to go in your closet and be like, oh, I want the extra large to go on the ground for
Right.
all my handbags and shoes. And then I want the large and the medium up higher, because when they're up high, you still don't have to take them down to
Yeah, that's true,
access
even if
what's
they're
in,
stacked.
Right? Even if they're stacked or they're sitting on a high shelf,
I love
you
that.
can get in and out. So it's great for your sweaters, your sweatshirts, your sweatpants, your jeans, because where are those? If you just neatly pile them,
Yeah.
they're falling all
Yeah,
over
exactly.
and they're getting pulled and ruined. Everybody has a beautiful intention of having an organized closet, and then 2 weeks later it's a mess.
It's a mess, yeah.
It's a mess.
And that's, you know, I find that like organization is just like anything else. You have to have the tools to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you don't give people the right tools, they're not going to do it. But if you make it simple for them, they will. And that includes kids too, like the little ones.
That's really true. I always say everything has to have a parking spot.
Yes.
If you don't have a parking spot, then it's going to be chaos, right?
Yes,
So
100%.
we want to look. You love the large and showing
Ooh, what do we
can
got there?
fit in the large, right? So if you want to look at
this is
what
a
the
good one.
large is, this is our #1 selling size for a reason. 16 gallons each, right? You're getting it in our 4-pack over here. But the large is awesome because it can hold 2 to 3 all down comforters. What do you do with these in the summertime months? We all have them, we all need them, but in
It's
the
true.
closet they're just bundled up and they're a mess. So I'm going to pull this out and show you. We've
Look at this.
got one
Look
down
at how much
comforter
is coming out
here.
of here.
And then we've
There's
got
another
a
one?
second one. Yeah, I believe these are queen size.
Holy
And
cow.
we still had room to go. But
Guys.
this is a mess in your closet.
Look at this. All of this, these 2 comforters, 2 queen-size comforters, were
Was in
inside of
one.
the large, one of the 2 large that you're going to be getting
Yeah,
tonight.
and you're getting 4 bins.
Yeah, when you buy
So-
this right now, if you pick the 4-pack, you're going to get 2 of the, what size?
The
Medium?
medium
And 2 of the large.
and the large. Yep, yep. It's
free,
really
free shipping. Did I mention that? Free shipping. That's
free
a great deal.
shipping. It's fantastic.
It's
And you know
amazing.
what? If you don't need all 4, which I actually think you'll come back for more once you get them, you can always gift the others because
Yeah.
these are
Totally.
lifesavers.
So if you're just joining us right here, we are Shop Social TV. The social part of this means that we're also simulcasting on Facebook. So if you just search our name, Shop Social TV on Facebook, you'll find us. Go to our page. There's actually a chat going on right now, folks asking questions, talking to each other. That's what we're looking for. That's our whole model of shop with friends. So let's go through the pricing again right here. So right there you're seeing the 4-packs. On the screen right now, your choice of the different patterns that you can order. The 4-packs, you're going to get 2 of the medium. You're going to get 2 of the large. The 4-pack is going for $64.99. That's $64.99 for 4, shipped for free. Then, what's the next one here, Kelly? What size is this, Kelly? 2-pack extra large. Okay, so that's the 2-pack of the extra large you're looking right there. Those are $49.99 for a set of 2 of those. And then I believe the last one is going to be what? The corner, or is it going to be the small? Let's see what we get next. 2-pack small. Okay, the small ones are going to go for $34.99. And again, you get your choice of colors in any one of these. And then the corner unit. The corner units are so cool. Think about how much dead space there is in your house in corners, maybe up on your shelves and all those places. These are great. Those goes for $44.99. That's got to be a misprint. $44.99. Your choice of
Unbelievable.
the 6 colors you see right there. That's an amazing deal. And free shipping on everything that you're buying tonight here. Remember, we've got a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. So buy with confidence from us here at Shop Social TV. Now what do we got?
Nope, this is the large, all right,
Okay.
again, but instead of doing linens, we're going to look at it for what could be in your closet,
Oh, yeah.
right? We all relate to this. What do you put your seasonal clothing?
Yep.
What do you do?
I told you that's what I do.
know you like to roll yours.
I
And
roll
this
mine.
is the whole
I do.
toilet paper conversation, right? Is it over or under? Do you roll your clothes or do you layer them?
Always over. No one
Okay,
goes
yeah.
under.
No,
Psychopaths
I think
go under.
I think you're a psychopath if you do. But anyway, I won't call you a psychopath if you roll your clothing, okay? But this is really great because if you do need something when you're putting it, you can see through the window what it is. You pull it out, right? Zip it back up, and then when you don't need it anymore, you can easily just slide in there
Look at that.
and put it away. It's really going to keep everything clean,
Yep.
orderly, and from falling all over.
See, we have a couple of those in our closet, and I do exactly what you said, is I roll my clothes. But also, I keep all my seasonal clothes in there, and so by doing that, I can see everything that's, because we have more than one. So for me, it's like, oh, those are T-shirts. Oh, that one's got, my pants or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
I don't
you
roll
do
the
it by.
pants.
Oh,
I do not roll the pants. I just roll the T-shirts.
Oh.
Yeah. It's my thing. Don't judge. Okay. What else we got here?
So
Oh.
let's look at the small real quick because
Yeah.
we didn't talk
We're bringing up
about
the small,
why
guys.
the small is so great.
Tell me.
There's a couple of things. So if
Okay.
you like hats,
like
hats
hats.
get crushed, right? It's really great for your smaller accessories.
Oh, that's
hats,
cool.
wallets. It's great for undergarments, socks, things like that. But my mother-in-law had an amazing idea for this.
Tell me.
So this is no moisture gets in here, right? Because
Right.
of this backing. So in Florida, at least, your bread molds really fast. right?
Stop it. She
and
puts
your
bread in there.
avocado. She goes, my bread lasts 3 times longer in a hopple bin.
Wow.
And we tested it out, and we're now storing our bread and our fruits and vegetables in one of these. And because we have these beautiful
That's an
prints
amazing.
for the kitchen,
No idea.
you know, nobody's going to be none the wiser that you're using a closet storage bin.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true. That's
and
very,
then,
very true.
You know, think about for your RV or
Yeah.
your boat,
Yeah.
right?
All
These
great
things
suggestions.
are great because that stuff rolls around.
Yeah, yeah, 100. Oh, you know what? I'm so glad you said that because usually that's something I say about this, and I totally forgot about that. That if you do have an RV or an SUV or anything like that, one of the big problems is this stuff in the back of it just, you know, rolls around, bangs into the sides, makes all kinds of noise. This is a great way to keep that stuff organized. But for those RVers that are out there, this is wonderful to keep down in the basement of the RV, all the big bins with the slam latch doors down there. Boo, put it in there, and it's going to keep everything nice and neat. You know we haven't shown anybody yet? The water bottle.
We have it. Let's walk over there
Can we walk over there?
because I'm really proud of it.
Okay, hang on a second. Kelly's going to tell us when to walk. Because when you see this, here we go. We're walking.
Okay.
We're walking. We're walking. Okay, I want everybody to take a look at what we've got going on right here. And this is actually really, really cool. So tell us what this, now that's a real water bottle
This
from the
is
cooler.
full. This is 55 pounds right here. This is a 5-gallon full to the top
Yep.
water bottle. You know how back-breaking heavy these are.
In
okay?
fact, I do.
This is our small 6.5 gallon bin that holds 6.5 gallons.
Right.
It's only got 2 bars on the side, and it's been here all night.
Yeah.
It's holding
Yeah.
55 pounds.
Couple hours
So
now
it's
it's been sitting
not just our Big Daddy extra large or large. It will hold in any size. There is nothing in here.
Yeah.
You see that?
All
It
empty.
is completely empty. And we did that on purpose. We wanted you to know the 55 pounds is not just inside,
Right.
but also on top. These
And
are
that's a
fully
big deal. I mean, because
stackable.
if they're stackable, and if you're buying that set of 4 that we're offering right now, and you're going to the website and you're wondering, can I actually stack 4 of them? You absolutely can, because remember, 55 pounds on each one. That's
well,
amazing.
55 pounds, right? So your bottom one,
55.
right? But then
I get the math.
Right,
I
yeah.
get the math. You know what we're saying, though. It's not like some things out there where if you just stack 2 of them and with 10 pounds in each, they're just going to crush each other. Let's go back to the
Yeah.
table over here. I know. Now, there's that. Now, let's go through the pricing again and the sizes, okay? Oop, there it is. So that right there is the 4-pack. You're going to get 2 of the medium and 2 of the large in that one. If you buy that 4-pack, you get your choice of the 6 colors that you see on the screen. You're going to pay $64.99 for 2 medium, 2 large in the 4-pack. This is the 2-pack of the extra large. Again, choice of 6 colors in these. These are only $49.99 for a 2-pack in your choice of colors in the extra large. Then we've got the small right here. 6 color choices in this as well. $34.99 for the small. That's an incredible deal.
That's
And
a
then
great
my
deal.
favorite, the corner rack right here. The corner bin. And $44.99. That's such a steal because that one is massive.
yeah,
That thing is just a beast. It's so
it is
big.
big. It is big, and you can't get it anywhere else.
No. Let's go through
So.
the features again for the people that are just joining us
Yeah.
who maybe don't we're watching this and they're going, yeah, these look nice. But guys, these aren't just, they don't just look nice. The way that these are built is bulletproof. You're going to be absolutely astounded. And by the way, did I mention, regardless of which set you buy, it's free shipping, whether it's the 4-pack, the 2-packs, whatever size, all free shipping today here at Shop Social TV.
I'm going to break it down.
Break
and
it
then
down.
build it up, okay? These are great,
I
and
thought you were
they
gonna dance.
store. You want me to dance?
Well, you said break it down.
Oh, they're completely collapsible. Okay, so when you're not using
Look
them,
at that.
they slide under the bed, in between a washer and dryer or a thin place anywhere. All right, but then when you want to use them, we call them pop-up bins for
I
a
love this.
reason. You just take this metal frame here and you pop it up. And then these bars will fall down and you push them
Up against the sides.
into the corners.
Yeah.
That's all you do, corner to corner. And once you do, this is sturdy and you'll have your 55 pounds of weight capacity.
You know what's really amazing about this, though, is the fact that you went all that distance to put MDF in the bottom of this.
I did not want to cut any
Yeah,
corner.
because most of them are like cardboard
Yeah.
in the bottom.
Yeah,
So
it is.
MDF, if you guys don't know what that is, it's medium density fiberboard, and what that is something they actually build furniture out of, okay? So you're getting a really, really solid bottom on this thing. It's amazing. It sounds like a door when you hit the bottom of this. But it just means it's going to last for a really, really long time. And if you're wondering, how do I order? Okay, if you're just joining us here at Shop Social TV, you've never seen us before, we're brand new to the block here. You know, you get 30-day returns on everything that we offer. That URL that's right down there will take you to our website with all the products, or you can use your phone, go to the QR code that's in the lower right of your screen, and just use the camera on your phone to open up a link that'll take you to this very item, and then you can make your choices there.
Yep, and really you're going to choose your bundle, your sizes, and then choose your color, because the colors are available in all the different bundles. You just need to decide what bundle you want.
Which is just amazing to me. There's so many choices. Like, you really thought about the ways people were going to use these, and gave them choices for their decor as well, which I think is really nice.
Yeah, because most of this stuff, people get bins, and they're great,
They're great.
right? But you hide them under the storage,
'Cause they're
you know,
ugly.
under the stairs. They're ugly.
Yeah.
These can go in your entertainment center. They can go in your origami racks.
Oh, sure.
They can go
They look good
in
in the
your
origami.
bookshelves. Put them out, because when you have a place to organize and keep your stuff, you're going to use it and find it. It's not going to be, oh, where is, you know, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all of us, right?
Yeah, no, that's 100% that's me. I'm telling you right now. And also, you know, like we were saying earlier, that if you give people the tools to get organized, you know, they're going to get organized. You know what I mean? Because
And stay organized,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, it's one of the most daunting tasks, is when you've got a big thing that you need to put away, a big thing you need to organize. You know, if you have to actually come up with how you're going to do it, where you're going to do it, that just stops most people in their tracks. But when you got something like this, it's a no-brainer. It's easy to do. So get organized today. Take advantage of this offer. The prices are amazing today that we're seeing here, but also the fact that you're getting free shipping. We've only got about 4 minutes left on this, guys. So if you want to get in on this one, please, by all means, go to our website or use that QR code in the bottom of the screen there and take advantage of this. Who else is doing free shipping on everything all the time? Anybody? No. Us. We do it.
Nobody, right?
No, nobody.
Not even the big guy, because you got to pay for that
You
membership.
got to pay for that.
So I want to do one thing here, guys, and show you the differences in the sizes. I think that
Oh,
might
that's
be
great.
helpful
That's a great example.
to try to gauge what we're doing. So
And
they're
tell
all
everybody
stackable,
what
right?
they hold, too.
Okay. So the small up here, that's available in a 2-pack. Each one is 6.5 gallons, so you're getting 13 storage gallons here. Those are for your hats, your accessories, your smaller items, okay? It's also great for your bread box,
And
as
those
we
are
talked about.
$34.99 for the small, so if you get the 2-pack of the small.
Perfect.
Okay.
Then we have the 4-pack, and that's the one with the same footprint. So 19.7 across and 15.7 deep. The large is 13 inches, and the medium is 9 inches. So you've got 12 gallons in the medium, and you're getting 2 of those. And you have 16 gallons in the large, and you're getting 2 of those.
Yeah.
That's the perfect footprint, okay?
Yeah.
And then down here, the extra large, that's our Mac Daddy. 21 gallons, 23.6 across, and 15.7 deep, and 12.8 high.
Yep.
So this will give you an idea.
And these guys are $64.99, just so you know. $64.99 for that that
4-pack.
4-pack right there, the 2 medium and the 2 large. And then, what else we got?
And then we
The
have our
XLs.
corner. Yeah, so here's the XL. And
Oh,
then we
I'm
have
sorry.
our gorgeous
Right,
corner.
and then I need the corner. Let me grab a corner back here.
Thank you.
So people at home don't know this, okay? But like, people on TV wear an earpiece, and my producer was telling me in my ear, grab the corner. I don't know if you saw me, but I did this. Because I didn't. She meant grab the corner piece.
The corner, the corner. We didn't even talk about this. There is a label sleeve, so if you
Oh, yeah.
love your little labelers, or you want to get really specific with what's inside, because you could see that there's sheets inside, but you wouldn't know if they were king, queen, things like that, right?
Yeah.
Or if you have multiple kids and you want to put their names and years or sizes in here,
It'd
you
be
can
perfect
do
for
that.
that.
They're in every bin.
I don't know if you can read that monitor in front of us there, but our good friend Angie Lee just said that they'd be great for a college dorm room.
Yep,
Which,
they're, my daughter's on her 3rd year at FSU, and honestly, I wouldn't move her in without these.
No.
She's such a pig.
Yeah.
She's so messy. These
Your
saved
daughter
my
that I met?
life. Yes, a beautiful Aaliyah. She's typical 20-year-old. What do
She's
you
such a
expect?
nice kid, too.
She is a babe.
But
She is a doll.
But a pig. All right,
But a
so,
pig.
you know, hey, listen, don't be me. Don't be the guy that shows up with the garbage bags full of clothes, okay?
Don't.
Now, get there in style, a little bit of class. That's what you're going to get with these. But honestly, folks, the deals here that you're seeing tonight are just amazing. Because, again, we are the small player in the market right now. And that means that we're just passing savings on to you. You know, we don't have a tremendous amount of overhead here. You know, there's just a couple of us wandering around the building. Not a lot of folks here. And also, we're going to move on to our next item I just found out. So let's do that, all right?
Let's
so
do it.
We're going to put these, actually, we can just walk over there. Kelly,
Yeah.
can we just walk over there?
For sure.
There it is right there, folks. Now, what are we calling this? This is the Hopple
Okay,
cart.
so this is our 3-tier
Let's move 'em over this
collapsible
way a little bit.
cart.
Yeah, there we go. That's good.
Right?
Yep.
But there is more than meets the eye with this.
I
So you're gonna
love
work with me on that?
this cart. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I've got bins in here, and that's just to show you that they perfectly hold
Right.
the medium and the large. So if you bought the 4-pack, you can add them on the bottom to kind of dress it up more. But you're not just getting the collapsible 3-tier cart. You're getting this gorgeous solid wood tray
Comes off.
that is also a serving tray.
Isn't that
on
amazing?
the other side. So when you think about $159.99, I mean, this thing alone is worth $100 in the store.
Oh my God,
It's
easily.
tongue and groove.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not particle board. This is, what is this, oak? What is
This
this?
is solid oak wood.
Solid oak wood, and you can actually see the tongue and groove on this right there. You can see
Yep.
the tongue and groove on this right there. So you know that it's real wood. You know that this is quality. It's got this amazing stain on it with the handles on the sides, which I love. I mean, this is just such a well-made piece. And then the base of this is powder-coated steel.
Correct.
Which I think is just remarkable. So this is going to last you. You know what I love about this that you did, though? So years ago, I sold a product that was very similar to this, and it had a butcher block top, and you could flip it off. But when you took the top off of it, there was no
was nothing
shelf.
there.
There was no shelf. This one, you thought about this. You put a shelf on top, so you've actually got 3 shelves on this, which is just amazing to me. It's a beautiful piece, and here's the other thing that's amazing about this. If I just flip this top over and undo this little toggle on the back like this,
That's how it's arriving at home.
that's
Minus
incredible
the
right there.
wheels.
Yeah, let's show everybody the back of this. Yeah, you and I put the wheels on in like, what, 2 minutes? I
Yeah,
mean, it took
it's nothing.
like no time. So when you get this home, just grab the sides. You really don't need any tools. We give you a little wrench for the wheels, but beyond that, you don't need anything. You just slap it open like that. Right there is that toggle. Thread that through like this, and you just push down. You hear that lock into place? So that's good to go. And then all I've got to do is just flip the top over on this. And there's one little tiny latch on here, which is just amazing. All you've got to do is just flip this little guy down into place. Super, super simple to do. Watch this. Boom. That's it. That was the whole thing. Oh, and then we put the beautiful
piece
top
de
on.
resistance,
Look
right?
at this.
Now,
I mean, that's gorgeous.
This is no longer a garage or an outside piece,
No,
right?
this is a
Because
beautiful
this could
piece.
be your bourbon bar, your coffee bar. This could be at Thanksgiving when you have your big, beautiful turkey
Right.
and somebody's got to carve the bird. You can roll this to the table.
I love this idea. How tall is it?
Countertop height, 36 and a
Countertop
half countertop height. I wanted to make sure you could move
And
the
just slide
roast
things onto it.
Or, that
Yeah.
was really important to me. 75 pounds per shelf.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So if you want to go
Wow.
tailgating or bring this down to barbecue, just take this beautiful wood top off and then you have it.
So wait a minute. 75 pounds per shelf. Let's see, what would that be? 210 plus 15 is 225 pounds.
Times 3, right? Yeah.
No, 75.
75
per shelf times 3 is 225.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Boom! That's a lot.
Amazing.
Are you kidding me? On a cart like this? You think about this though. In the house, we would give you a couple of ideas, but you know, if you're going to watch the big game, right? You always like to wheel out that extra TV.
Yeah.
This is a perfect for the big TV. Great coffee station. I like the bourbon bar idea. By the way, we've got something coming
We're
up
gonna
in
do
just
that
a little.
later.
We're going to be drinking a little bit of bourbon here on TV. So here on Facebook and on television. That's right. We do things a little differently here at Shop Social TV. Yes. But look at how beautiful this piece is. And you know what? What impressed me the first time I saw it is how well it's made. You know,
Thank you.
because I've sold a lot of collapsible furniture in my day, and this piece is up there with some of the best I've ever seen.
Thank
I
you.
mean, just
Yeah.
the quality, the powder coating, the quality of the steel. This top is no joke.
It's beautiful.
It
Yeah.
is an absolutely
Walnut stain.
gorgeous top. Yeah, I mean, it's just a gorgeous piece. And I love the fact it's got the handles on the side for a couple reasons. One, that if you're going to use it as a serving tray, it's nice to be able to have that. So if you're carrying something, you can just have it right
And
there.
it's stained on the inside too, so we didn't cut corners there.
Yeah,
You've
you can
got
see
the
that.
staining, so you could do charcuterie board, or
Yeah.
you can proudly display
I mean,
that.
look at that. So you've got your options with this. And then, of course, you could also hang things off the handles if you wanted
Yeah,
to. Like
we
a
gave
dish
you
towel.
4 S-hooks.
Oh, yeah, they're S-hooks with the
Yeah,
blue
I
buttons
think
also.
I set them aside, but we
Yeah.
do give you 4 S-hooks.
You get 4 S-hooks with this. So if you wanted to put your barbecuing utensils on there, if you wanted to put, you know, your towel, as I mentioned, I mean, whatever you want.
Yeah,
You can use it
your
anywhere in the
beautiful
house.
tea towels,
I
things
love
like that.
I don't have tea towels, but people do.
You probably do. You just don't know they're called tea towels.
Probably true. Probably
But you know,
right.
think if you like to bake, we all have an island, but put that big KitchenAid mixer on, have
Yep.
all of your, you know, cookie cutters and your other stuff down below. There are endless uses for this. If you guys want a custom walk-in closet but you don't have the budget for it, put this. And put the bins down below, and you can display your perfumes and jewelry. There are endless uses for this.
But think about what you're getting with this too. I mean, you are getting this solid oak top here with the tongue and groove holding this all together. Okay,
Bull
so
nose.
yeah. Oh, what'd you call that?
Bull nose.
The bull nose. So it's curved on the
Yeah.
side here, which is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you could have gone the cheap way and not done that, but you chose to do that. So it just it adds the whole thing on there, and it's only $159 plus that base on this, which is the powder coated steel, which makes this so incredibly durable. It's going to last and last and last for years. Oh, and by the way, the shipping is free.
That's the biggest part. $159 with free shipping. I don't even know how you got to that price.
I
That's
have no
incredible.
idea. I'm going to go with typo, but we know we're going to. No, I'm
We're gonna
kidding.
go
I'm
with
kidding, folks.
typo.
No, that's what you're going to pay is $159
Yeah.
for this with free shipping. So it's not like you're going to go to check out and all of a sudden it's going to go up by $20.
Yeah.
And actually, something this size would probably cost about $20 to ship at least.
I mean, maybe if we were shipping it to Florida or Texas, but if we're shipping it to the West
To
Coast,
California,
it's
yeah,
going to be a
it's going
pretty
to cost
penny.
you bunches and bunches of money. So this is a really great deal, guys. And by the way, if you're just joining us, welcome in here. This is Shop Social TV. We are on Facebook simulcasting as well as on Dish and DirecTV and Uverse, so we're all over the place. And welcome. It's our first time out here tonight. You can order by going to the URL you see on the screen right there, shopsstv.com, and you can see all the items, or you can just use that QR code you see in the lower right of your screen, take out your phone, open up the camera, point it at that. It's going to give you a link that you can just click on. It'll take you to this very item we're looking at here.
Yeah, and there's one thing
Tell me.
that's really cool about this. So you're
Only one.
getting the wood right? But you know I like to mix and match and give you options. So
Here we go.
have another large tray with handles that perfectly fits on this as well.
Do you wanna
And I
grab 'em?
know we haven't jumped to it, but because
We
we're
can.
on the cart, can I show
Yeah,
that
let's
really
grab
quick?
those.
Is that okay?
Watch this, guys, because you're going to, if you're buying this right now, you're going to get the wood top anyway.
No matter what.
But how about this to jazz it up a little bit?
So if you wanted a different look or a more handsome look, this is vegan leather.
Check out the
all the
black.
way around. It's
Isn't that
black
incredible?
with your black handles.
I love the way
and
that
then you
looks.
can take this off, and it's like a gorgeous surprise right there inside. This will look great on an ottoman, or if you're serving for entertaining. You could also hang this on the wall in your kitchen.
Do we have both? That one and the Amalfi?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
let me grab that one.
And you could use the white as well, because there's 2 choices.
Look at this one.
So that's really, really pretty. So if you like the vacation vibes,
Yeah.
and when you put this on,
You get the
it
white top.
perfectly fits.
Little color blocking right there. I like the way
Yeah.
that looks. That
Yeah.
looks. So, but remember, these are separate. Okay, so if you're going to buy this top, you're going to get that top separately. But when you're talking about buying the actual cart itself, you're looking at here, the 3-tier rolling cart is going to be that $159.99, and it's going to come with this anyway. So you're going to buy this as a secondary top for it to give you that different look for those times when you want that.
Yeah.
Which I think
yeah.
is just an amazing.
Which I just love the versatility and the
No, I do
options,
too. I
you
do
know?
too. I think those are really cool. Let's see if I had to pick one though. I like the Amalfi. I just like the colors.
Yeah, it's really bright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the
Kind of
colors on that one.
Makes you feel like you're going to Capri soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
But let's get back to the table right here, because
Yeah.
that's really what we're on about right now, is talking about this amazing table that comes with the solid wood top here, this oak top with the tongue and groove holding this together, with the metal handles on this. Everything on here is either wood or steel. Okay, there's no plastic on this whatsoever, okay? Do you know what the weight on this is, the whole overall weight?
I think it's 24.6 pounds, but I think that's just for this
Yeah.
because this is separate. It's in a separate box.
Yeah, these are going to come in two
Yeah.
separate boxes. I mean, you're going to get both, but they are going to come in two separate boxes for a couple of reasons. You don't want to ship the wood with the metal.
Right.
That's a big reason. But yeah, so you're going to get both of these when you buy this. And again, I'll just show everybody how this is collapsed. I'm going to hand that to you. And I'll just show everybody, all you've got to do, if you want to break this down for some reason, if you brought it with you to a party or something and you're like, okay, you know, or you're moving, boom, it's that simple to do. Or maybe you just don't have it out all the time. Maybe you only put it out when you're having a party, when you're having people come over and you're doing something. And, you know, simple to set up. I'm just going to pop it open like that. I'll show you the back of it one more time. There's a toggle down here. All you've got to do is thread that through. Notice I have not reached for a single tool the whole time I was doing this. And then we're just going to flip that top over. It's tool free. I love that. And there's a little latch right there. You push that into place, and you're done. It couldn't be any easier. And then you just have to put the handles on the top, which is simple too.
And do they understand powder coated steel?
Let's talk about powder
process.
coating. It is a process. So when you paint something, first of all, you're going to notice the difference right away. When you look at this and see how perfect and how smooth the finish on this is, you're going to know something's up with that. It's a little bit different. The difference is when you paint something, you're using a liquid, and it just sort of dries on the metal, you know. Not a great thing. I mean, it'll stay until you rub it up against something, and it'll wear off, it'll rub off, it'll scratch, it'll chip. I mean, it'll do all those things. And it'll corrode if you like use this in an environment that's got high humidity or something that's corrosive falls on this, okay, falls on that. When you powder coat it, you actually put an electrical charge through the metal, okay? And they also have an electrical charge in the powder coating material. They're opposite polarities, which means opposites attract. So when they spray this, that powder coating material, have you ever seen them do it?
Yes,
it's freaky.
When I picked my factory, I got to walk through.
Did you?
It's really incredible.
The way it wraps around
yeah,
everything, you know?
It's the neatest thing.
It looks like the metal's magnetized. It's so insane. And what's cool about that, though, if there's any voids, you know, maybe someplace where there's a weld and there's a little bit of space or something, it'll fill all of those.
Yeah.
And that's how, you know, with powder coating, you can say it's corrosion resistant because it's not magic. It doesn't magically, like, poof, you know, you won't rust. It's not that. It's just that it's so completely coated that it's going to just help it resist all of that all the time.
Yep.
And it just looks so good. I mean, the finish on this flat,
it's flawless.
this matte, the matte black on this. I'm a sucker for matte black. I don't love glossy black stuff, but I mean, except my truck. But, although that might look good matte too, but I love it in furniture when it's the matte finish on that, you know. And then this top is no joke. The first time I saw one of these, I did not realize how substantial this piece was.
Look how thick this is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really thick. It's a very nice quality piece.
Yeah, it really is.
Did not want to spare any expenses. And one of the reasons I love these racks, they're so versatile, they're so great. But in order to get the collapsibility, you have to have this extra piece up here, right? And so for me, I'm putting that in my garage if it looks like that.
Yeah.
I want it to be finished and polished. That's why this was so important.
Look at that.
For me to have a really nice high-end piece to put on top. So now I can put this in my house.
Yeah, finished, polished. It looks absolutely beautiful. And the sound.
Yeah.
I mean, you can literally hear the quality in this. I mean, that's the big deal. Now, remember, guys, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee on everything that you're seeing here tonight, okay? Don't be afraid. Use that QR code. Use that URL. Go to our website. Take a look at everything that's there because we've got a really nice selection of products up there tonight. We're going to be adding to it every single week, every single day. So stop back often. Take a look at that. By the way, when you go to the website, you're going to have the option to sign up for a mailing list. Please do that because that way we can let you know when we're going to have shows, when we're going to have special sales, you know, all those good things that you want to do, and when, you know, Joni's going to be coming back on the air with us here, hopefully often.
Thank you. I hope so. I mean, we had fun. We put some exclusive new bundles together that are just here at Shop Social. So we're really excited to bring more and do more.
Yeah, and then, you know, the neat thing about this is if somebody had picked up the Hopple bundles that we had right there, what are the two sizes that are on there right now?
Medium and large. So we've got the 4-pack.
That's right.
And
so
I love
that's half your
doing
4-pack.
one large and one medium because you know, you could do 2 medium or 2 large on here depending on what you have, but they both perfectly fit. So you know that nothing's hanging over the edge.
Yeah.
You see that?
Look at that.
Beautifully fit in here. And you can access from the side of the cart as well. So you can keep your towels or your bar tools or all those things that are difficult to balance on a grate, on a grated edge here. So you put it in here and this cleans it up, makes it look prettier.
Yeah. No, it looks fantastic. You know, it's almost like you did this on purpose.
It's almost. I planned the whole thing.
oh, that's it. But remember, free shipping here. So you're talking about something that is substantial. I mean, it's massive. We're talking about, you know, you've got a nice solid oak top here. And as Joni was pointing out a second ago, just the way how thick this wood is that's on this is just remarkable. And then the powder coated steel base that's on this as well. I mean, all of this together at this package. I mean, if it was $159.99 and you had to pay shipping, that would still be an incredible deal. But to be able to get it for $159.99 with free shipping, come on now.
Well,
that's incredible.
And if this were pine, I would say that's a good deal.
Oh, you know what?
This is oak. It's stronger. We don't want you using this as a cutting board. This is a beautiful finish. Put a plastic or a wood cutting board on. Don't use this as a cutting board. Put a hot plate on if you're going to put a really hot pan on here. But it is a very high-end, nice quality piece.
I'm sorry, say that again, Kelly? Mike. Okay, we want to go back to the table over there. Let's grab our two trays. I'm going to grab these guys. And actually, we kind of need to have a cart with us, but, you know, we'll go back.
Yeah,
we're going to walk over to the table here.
It's okay. I'm going to take these down loose so that we've got some spots.
That's a great idea, folks. And right there, you're getting a little view of what we're about to talk about. That is these trays that fit on top of there. So remember, when you buy the cart that you just saw, you are going to receive that oak top with it. It comes with that no matter what. However, we do give you options here where if you wanted to, you could pick up these vegan leather wrapped trays, okay, which fit perfectly on top of that. So you've got an option. If you want to kind of zhuzh things up a little bit, you could 100% do that. So the big ones you're seeing here in this image that actually fit on top of it are $49.99. But we also have some smaller ones that are only $34.99. Let's show everybody. I've never seen those before. Do you know that?
Really?
No.
Yeah, no, it is the smaller tray. It doesn't have the handle on it, but you don't need it. It's more for an inbox or in your bathroom or on your dresser. You can put your accessories, your sunglasses, your perfumes, things like that. Remember I said have a parking spot. Have a parking spot. Don't just throw your jewelry on top of your dresser or your nightstand. You will lose it. You will. All right? But if it's sitting inside a tray, it becomes habit. It's there. You pick up your watch, your Apple Watch, whatever you're doing.
Right.
So these are really great. They make really beautiful gifts as well. But yeah, it's all vegan wrapped all the way around, all the edges, and you have that beautiful printed design inside.
Isn't that gorgeous?
So this is like, you could also use it in your office as like an in and out box or for your mail. You know, parking spot for your mail.
Right.
Gotta have it. Or you could do the large one, which is great in the center of an ottoman with your remotes and things like that.
Right. You want us to walk them over there, Kelly, and show that?
Yeah?
Yeah. You want to see the picture? Here you go. Take a look at these right here. So you can see what the two tops of them are. You've got your bee over here, the beautiful bee pattern right there, and then you've got your Amalfi Coast on that one. And the small trays match these as well. So, you know, whichever one you're getting, you do have an option of getting one of the smaller trays. Again, the large ones are $49.99. The small ones are $34.99. As you can see, that fits right in there.
Yeah.
It's like a little tiny version of the big one right there.
The baby.
Yeah, the baby. These are all vegan wrap leather, by the way, too, just so you guys know. They're not, you know, real leather. These are all vegan wrap. These look absolutely amazing. Aren't these great?
Yep. They're great. I love when I entertain to have conversation pieces, right?
Yeah.
So if everybody doesn't know everybody, just have little touches. This is a great conversation piece.
Yeah, and you know, the neat thing about these too is, especially the big ones here that are $49.99, they do fit the cart that you just bought with that solid oak top, but you could use them either facing up or you could flip them over and have them facing down. The one with the bee is going to have that matte black look to it there in the vegan leather, and then of course the Amalfi Coast has the beautiful white trim, just like the small one here. It has that white trim on the sides right there. So you're getting a really, really pretty look out of these here. And not for a lot of money either, considering what you're getting in these.
Yeah.
I feel like the quality of these is just absolutely remarkable. So I think in a few minutes, folks, we're going to just give you a couple seconds to finish up ordering on this. And again, use the URL that's down here with the website on it. And then over here in the corner, you're going to see the QR code over there. You can use that as well. Just open up the camera on your phone, point it at the screen. You're going to get a link and go there. 30-day money-back guarantee here at Shop Social TV. And free shipping on everything that you're buying right now, which is a great reason to just keep loading up that shopping cart and check out at the end of the show and just buy everything at one time.
Buy it all.
Free shipping. Buy everything you see. Everything.
You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, no, you won't be. Do we want to talk about the bins a little bit more now, or do we want to move on to our next item? What do we want to do?
Who's boss lady? Maybe she should tell us.
Okay. We're going to do a review of these, of our Hopple bins real quick for everybody out there, just because we want you, a lot of people have been asking questions about them. So what you're looking at right here is our 4-pack that we're offering tonight. You're going to get 2 of the mediums and 2 of the larges in this, your choice of any of those 6 patterns that you see right there. The price on that 4-pack is going to be $64.99. But remember, you're getting 2 of the medium and 2 of the large for $64.99, and of course, you're going to get free shipping. Why? Because you're here at Shop Social TV, and that's what we do. Let's look at the next one right there. Which size is this? All right, you can get 2 extra large, a 2-pack of the extra large Hopple bins. These guys are going to go for $49.99, and that's for 2 of them. Not each, but 2 of them with free shipping as well. And then next up, we're going to have 2 of the small. Okay, the 2 small pack, you get, again, choice of 6 colors. They all match each other. And they're going to be $34.99 for the small. And then I think we have one more option, and that's the corner units, which I love.
Love the corners.
Yeah, the corner packs are awesome. Again, choice of 6 colors on there. You can choose those on the website. $44.99 for the 2-pack of the corner units right there. Great deal.
Awesome.
Yeah. So what you got there?
So this is the large,
Yep,
right?
yep.
And this is our big exclusive bundle that we put together.
Large,
Yep.
large.
2 large and 2 medium. It's got the same footprint. You're getting 16 gallons of storage in the larges and 12 gallons in the medium. The medium are great for towels, things that you want to have a shallower, you know, so you're not
Yeah, a
digging
little less depth,
deep
so you're
in.
not having
Yeah.
to reach in. Yeah.
They're great. But the large is our best-selling size. So we're really proud of that bundle. I'm going to show you in here.
Watch this.
So we're going to open this
This
up.
is like a magic trick.
And I love the large for clothing and linens, because what do we do with this when we're not using it?
Look at all this. Now, this is a
These
queen-size
are-
comforter, might I add.
All weather down comforters.
That's
and
one.
they take up so much room in your linen closets. But this will fit on one shelf.
Here
And
comes number 2.
yep. Look at this. I can't even get it out. Okay.
Look at that.
Where is this in your closet or in your house?
Look at all this.
You all can relate to this, right?
Yeah, all of this was inside of that.
Was inside one.
That's
And
insanity.
you have your mesh scent, so you can clean these at the end of the season, put in your favorite lilac or scent in here, and it will come out smelling fresh.
I mean, you could
and
do cedar,
wonderful.
too, if you wanted to.
Yeah,
couldn't
cedar's great for this. These do prevent moths from
Ah,
getting in,
yep.
or any other bug for that matter. But in addition, you could put cedar in there.
There you go.
Is
Now-
that what you do with yours?
No, we don't.
Oh.
We don't have that.
I thought you had told me you put cedar in them.
Now, you have sporting goods someplace around
We
here,
do.
don't you? Some
We
sports,
do.
sports
I
supplies.
don't have a ton in here, but I wanted to show some of that because
Check this out.
large, you're getting 2 extra large, is really great for that because they're big, right? These are full-size tennis rackets in here.
Let me see
And
that.
you
Oh,
can
yeah.
fit you can fit them in here with ease.
With tennis
So,
balls.
Yeah, with all kinds of tennis balls. We even have some bowling stuff in here. But yeah, there's a ton of room. And if you put this in the back of your SUV or your car, you know, when your watermelon and your eggs is rolling around, you can use that for food, but you can also use this for the soccer games, or you know, if you're a soccer mom
Yeah.
or a coach or anything like that, you can put the foods or all the equipment in here.
Put it all.
And then if it's dirty at the end or it's muddy, just spray it down, wipe
Couldn't
it
be easier.
clean, PVC lined.
Yeah. Super,
Wham,
super
bam.
simple. Super
Yep.
simple. And the quality of this is absolutely crazy. Let's go through the colors real quick here, because I know people might be sitting there kind of thinking, you know, what should I get? And it always looks better on camera than it does on
It
the website.
really does.
You know what I mean? When you really feel it. Guys, I wish you could feel these. Feel the quality of how thick that is. I mean, it's really something.
Yeah, so it's 600 denier Oxford canvas with a PVC backing. This is the lemon zest or limoncello, if you
Limoncello.
will. And notice they're all mix and match, so you don't have to get everything monochromatic.
Right.
Within the bundles, you have to choose one, right? But you don't have to mix and match. You can mix and match, which is really great for his and her closets or telling a story.
Love it.
This is the denim. It's still 600D Oxford canvas, which is really durable. It's not denim where it's going to get heavy and wet
Right,
and things
right,
like
right.
that. Then we have the Italian mosaic
That's
tile,
a really good looking
which
one.
is really pretty. And we chose the white zipper to make it pop, you know, to kind of celebrate the background of the print. And then you can go, so you choose kind of between the Amalfi Coast or the bees, whichever is more your vibe. This is a really simple, pretty bee print. They're all going the right way. We were very careful in our paper patterns to make sure we didn't have any bees upside downs. You know, in
That's a
clothing,
big
you
deal.
find that. This is all the attention to detail that we take in our manufacturing process. Okay, these last two are actually more expensive than the canvas, but we wanted to offer them at the same price. This is the honeycomb jacquard. This is a shinier polyester material, and it is woven on a loom to create the gold honeycomb and the gold bees. This is absolutely gorgeous, and if you're going to put this on the racks or, you know, have it out on a bookshelf, this one's just beautiful for that. And then finally,
That's fancy.
the vegan embossed. And this is really supple. It has a nice hand to it. It actually has stitching. It's not just stamped, which is a lot of extra manufacturing
Yeah.
work to it.
Yeah.
So really special.
This one, the first time that I ever saw this particular one, the vegan leather one, I absolutely thought that that was real leather.
Yeah.
Because and the embossing in this, it's not just a print. I mean, we could literally feel this. We own this one, Kelly?
He doesn't even know
my wife
how
is in
great
my
his
head.
wife is.
Yeah. So we actually own this one, and it's in, you know why I don't know? Because it's in Kelly's closet. It's not in my closet.
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, she said, I'm going to
I
have a
don't go in
better
there.
thing. But look at this. Look how you can mix and match with the denim
Oh, yeah.
and the embossed, you know, and you can kind of get a his or a her look, right?
that looks really
and
good,
have the
actually.
texture. It's beautiful in the closet. So when you go in the closet and you're like, oh, what am I going to wear? Am I going to wear the same thing out of the laundry basket that I didn't put away? Or are you going to go into a beautiful closet and get inspired because
Right.
you've got beautiful things
I
inside?
absolutely love it. But I'll tell you what, hopefully you guys are placing your orders right now. Don't leave these things just sitting there in your cart, because if we sell out, we sell out. That's it. Okay? It's not like we got a limited supply of anything that we're selling this evening. Remember, 30-day money-back guarantee. Use the URL, use the QR code. But by all means, get in there, take advantage of the fact that we're offering everything on free shipping this evening here. Okay? That's kind of our goal, is to do that all the time. You know what I want to do right now?
What?
I want to get a drink. What do you think?
Okay.
You wanna join me for a
I
minute?
don't know the whole story about this.
Okay,
but
I'm gonna tell
I
you.
was sold when you said drink.
All right,
So.
we're going to head over here to our next product, and you guys are going to be absolutely amazed by this, because I mentioned earlier, we're going to sell something to you right now that's not only going to make your drinks taste better, but it's going to save you money, because you can buy the cheap stuff now. Okay, let's move over here to our next item, and I want everybody to take a look at what we got going on here. These are the Boche coasters. Now, you've got a choice today of a 2-pack or a 4-pack of these. You know, either one, whatever you want. They all look the same, just like this. Now, you might look at these and be like, what's the big deal about these? Well, the big deal about these is that they actually will make your drinks taste better. And I don't care if we're talking about distilled, you know, liquors, a bottle of wine. You could literally put a bottle of wine, water, coffee, whatever it is, it takes the bitterness out of the drink, okay? So you're not going to have that bitter flavor from whatever beverage it is that you're drinking with these. Now, how does it do that, you might ask yourself? Okay, the way that it does that is it's a combination of the color and a frequency technology that's built inside of these, okay? I know. The first time I saw these, I said, there's no way that, yeah, that's exactly what I said. I said, there is absolutely no way that these actually work. But then I tried them, and I sat a drink on there, and the way they work is when you put a drink on it, you wait 3 minutes, 3 to 5, 3 the minimum, okay? and the bitterness of the drink is completely gone. It makes it taste smoother. It makes it taste better. Your face, you look so skeptical right now.
I have not tried any of this, so I'm so excited to like be the real McCoy truth here.
Okay,
because
here
I'm
we
not
go.
a liar.
Now, I told you I was going to bend your arm and make you have some bourbon with me.
Yeah. You don't really have to bend my arm.
Don't have to bend your arm. So here's what we're going to do, folks. What we've done before the show, we've got a variety of beverages out here just to kind of prove this. Now, I've tasted with this, but Joni never has.
Never.
We've got bourbon, we've got water, we've got wine, and we've got coffee down here on the end. Okay, so we've got a whole selection of drinks that could either go with any way. Now, my wife Kelly went out and she bought the absolutely least expensive bottle of bourbon she could at the big box store. Okay, the water is just tap water. And the water here is not great. Let's just put it that way. Bottle of wine, cheapest bottle of wine she could find. What was this, Kelly? $6? $6.99? Something like that? I mean, it was cheap. It was
That's scary.
Cheap bottle of wine. And then how much? $6.99. So she splurged for the extra buck on you because she knew Joni was going to be here. And then we've got some coffee here. And you're not even a coffee drinker.
No.
So this
I
is gonna
won't
be
try the
interesting.
coffee
All
because
right.
I won't like it.
Grab
but-
yourself a bourbon.
Okay.
Let's see.
Cheers to the first night here.
Oh, wow.
All right. Does
Okay,
it
right
smell
away.
better?
Yeah. I think it
Okay.
does. So what you want to do when you get this home is leave a glass on the coaster and drink that one first, okay? Because you're going to see a difference. All right, so here we go. We're going to try this.
Well, that's smooth.
Yeah, isn't it smooth?
That's
And it doesn't. And if you're somebody out there that doesn't drink scotch, doesn't drink bourbon, tequila,
You would like
vodka,
this,
anything
though.
like that, there are times where you can drink something like this and it's got this bite to it. Some people love that. I personally don't. I like it to be smoothed out a little bit. And the Bocce coaster seems to have actually done that here. Maybe
we're
one more
gonna
sip.
find
Maybe one
out
more sip.
once we try the one.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's put that one
It
down.
kind of tastes like high-end bourbon.
Doesn't it though?
Yeah.
Like it costs a lot more. Okay. And I
Yeah.
forget, Kelly, how much was this one? Like $16 or something?
I don't know. This tastes like a 50 or
$24.99.
60. Yeah.
$24.99. It easily does taste like a $60 bottle.
Yeah.
All right, let's try the one that has not been treated
Okay.
with the Bocce coaster.
It even has a different color.
Doesn't it?
I'm
Yeah, it's
confused.
darker.
It does something to it.
All right, let's see.
Okay. I'm scared.
Oh my God.
That tastes like chemical compared to that.
Right? Okay.
Literally, it tastes like a chemical.
Guys, we're not putting on an act right now. 100%, I'm telling you, the difference between the two, and I'll put this one here. Let me
I
put
have
this
no
one right next to
words.
this, just so everybody can see. Look at the difference in the color on the two of them even.
Yeah.
And it's
That is unbelievable.
so when I first heard about this, and by the way, the person that invented this is a doctor, okay? So it's not like just some crazy man wearing a tinfoil hat came up with this idea. Not at all. An educated person came up with this idea. These Bocce coasters really make everything taste better. Let's move on to the water, okay?
Okay.
And again, 3 to 5 minutes, you just set your glass on there. It's using a combination of a very, very specific color of blue that will actually penetrate all the glasses. I'm sorry, Kelly, what? Okay, she's giving me instructions. Okay, let's try the water.
Okay. I'm a water connoisseur. I love
Okay,
water.
let's
so.
see. And this is just tap water from here in
Yeah.
Florida.
So you should taste the chlorine.
Well, already it smells good.
Well,
Wow.
that tastes like bottled water.
Doesn't it taste like bottled water?
Wow! Can I save money on bottled water and save the environment?
So the woman who invented this and her husband, who's the doctor, was telling us that if you drink water of this, it tastes like it's triple filtered water
Yeah.
when you first drink this.
All right, no, but I need to go
All right, let's try
try it out of the
one
tap.
the one that's just the straight up
Yeah.
tap water. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Let's try this one.
Oh my God.
There's a difference.
There is a total difference. You can taste the chlorine.
That is so weird.
I can't drink tap water. Only to brush my teeth.
Now,
That's it.
to be fair, and actually this is water from our studio right here, from our office, so there's absolutely no filtration on this. We're even lucky we
but
have
this
running
is-
water at this place.
This is good.
Isn't it good?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. This just smooths it right out. It's amazing. Wow. Okay.
So since I stayed and did this, do I get a set?
Actually, I was going to tell you. All right, let's try the wine now. Okay, do you drink wine normally?
I do, but I don't drink cheap wine. It's
Well,
like
then.
heartburn.
Okay, try it and
Yeah.
tell me. Now
Yep,
remember,
I'm
these have been
excited.
sitting on here for a while, but 3 to 5 minutes is really all you need.
All
Cheers!
we need.
Cheers
okay,
to you.
here we go.
All right, right off the bat, I always do like get the nose off of this. It smells pretty good. What do you think?
This is delicious.
Is it really?
Try it. Tell me that's not delicious.
Wow.
That is smooth. There's no bite. That is delicious.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is the smoothest Cabernet I've ever had.
It's amazing.
Is that not crazy?
I could drink this whole bottle.
Hey, listen, I know we're selling this right now, and I don't mean to get this look on my face like I'm surprised, but like I've only ever tried it on like the bourbons and the distilled liquors. This is like incredible.
I mean, we could go buy wine in a box and enjoy it.
Yes, to that point, this $6.99 bottle of wine tastes like it cost much more money than that. Much more money. Now, you don't drink coffee, so I'm not going to make you drink coffee.
No, but I'm sorry. I got to try the real version.
Oh, I forgot.
I'm dying to
My
know
bad.
if it's good.
Everybody's yelling at me because I didn't try the other one. Okay. Oh my God, there's a huge difference.
It's got a bite. It's bitter.
Yeah, and that's the thing that we're tasting here is that there's an acidity to this.
Yeah.
There's that bite you were talking about, and we've noticed it in everything here. That literally the Boche coasters just mellow it out. You know, the drink just tastes so much. Oh, and that's the other thing too. Notice what we did here is I'm going to pull this out and just kind of bring it down front so you can see. But you can actually take an entire bottle of wine and set it on here. Now, people are going to say, like, well, how long does that have to sit there? You want to leave it on for about 10 minutes or so, okay?
Sure.
If it's a bottle. If you're just doing a glass, 3 to 5 minutes. That's all you need to do. So, a really great way of making your drinks taste better. All right.
But if you leave it on longer, it's not going to hurt it,
No,
right?
No, but they do say don't leave it on. I think it's like 20 hours or something like that. So,
which
you know,
nobody would ever
I
do.
have never had a bottle of wine last that long.
Me either.
Okay, there we go. All right, so let's try the coffee here. Well, I'm going to try the coffee
Yeah, I'm
here.
sorry. I don't like
No,
coffee.
you're all good. So we're going to do, first we're going to do the ones that have been sitting on the Boche coaster. Smells good.
Does it taste like premium beans?
It actually does. This is the smoothest coffee I may have ever drunk.
What kind of coffee is this? Is this like cheap grocery store coffee?
No, it's like, yes. Okay, I just got the yes in my ear. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So this is the kind of stuff that's going to give you instant heartburn, basically, okay?
Yeah.
Now, let's try the one that has not been sitting on the Boche coaster. Right away, I can smell a difference.
What do you think?
It's bitter.
It's bitter.
Look at my face.
Is it a color difference?
No, I don't think so, just because, I don't know, is it?
Fascinating, because this is
No,
a
they're the
little
same.
bit different, but maybe it's just the blue that's making it look like a color
I
difference.
don't know.
I don't know, but that's interesting.
But folks, if you're interested now, if you're interested in this because you just watched what we did here, we did this whole taste test, okay? And you could our responses were genuine on this. It really is going to make your drinks taste better, okay? You can buy the 2-pack as you see right here for $24.99. That's the 2-pack down there. You're going to get 2 of these coasters. These are amazing. They last forever. They like to say that they last until you lose them or they get stolen. One or the other, okay? So you never have to worry about looking at her and she's going back into the bourbon.
I'm sorry, it's so good.
Help yourself. It's okay. I got this. And then you've got the 4-pack here. If you're like, you know what, I've got friends, and I would like to have them have good drinks as well. Or maybe I don't want to spend all that money on buying the expensive bottle of wine. $39.99 for a 4-pack on these. But I'm going to tell you right now, think about what we were talking about here just a moment ago, okay? The bottle of wine was $6.99. It tasted like, what, a $60, $50, $60 bottle of wine. Easily. I mean, the smoothest I've ever had. That bourbon that's on the end there is the least expensive bourbon that we could find at the store, okay? And I'm going to be honest with you.
Incredible.
Doesn't it taste like a really high-end, you know, Pappy something or other? I mean, it tastes really good, okay? So, you know, everybody I've talked to about this who's actually tried these would say to me, you know what? The difference is that I don't have to spend the money to buy the really, really top-end stuff, but I can still have that taste. I can still enjoy everything that comes with that. I got to tell you something. For the coffee, sometimes coffee gives me, you know, a little agita, okay?
Yeah.
And this, the job that this just did, smoothing this whole thing out for me, was absolutely incredible. Now, of course, you're going to get free shipping on this as you do with everything here at Shop Social TV. No questions about that at all. And the prices, $24.99 for the 2-pack, $39.99 for the 4-pack right there, as you can see. These are just wonderful. You know what? I was not a believer. I mean, I was because I tried it with the bourbon, but I didn't understand that it was going to work on every single thing.
Yeah.
That's sitting out here in front of me. You know what I mean?
This is a party trick. I mean, this is a hostess gift
Yeah.
for the mostest.
Oh, actually, it's a great point.
It's an amazing
Housewarming
gift.
present.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go back in here, try that bourbon one more time.
Yeah.
And you know what? All right, this is gonna sound crazy. If you don't drink bourbon, you're not gonna know this, okay? But like on the nose, right?
Yeah.
What I'm getting off of this
I love
is
bourbon.
like really intense vanilla coming off of here. Do you smell that?
Mm-hmm.
This normally you don't get that in an inexpensive bourbon. It's not a thing. You don't smell it there though, I bet.
No.
No, see what I mean? That's the difference right there. So it's literally taking that out of there. Now again, how does this work? I don't know. And I'm going to be honest with you. No, I'm going to tell you. I don't know how my microwave works either. Okay? I don't. I just know that it cooks the food. But I do know, as it was explained to me, and by the way, there's a QR code on this. You can scan that with your phone and it gives you the whole story. It explains the whole science behind this. But it's basically just frequency and color that is affecting the liquid and causing a molecular change to the actual liquid itself. So
So it's
like,
completely safe.
it's completely safe. Oh, there's nothing in this. There's no chemicals.
You're not altering
It
anything.
never touches the liquid,
Yeah,
actually. It
yeah.
penetrates the glass.
I mean, this
Even
is
ceramic
science.
coffee cups. Like, it doesn't have to be a glass coffee cup.
Oh.
Even ceramic coffee cups. Yeah. Crazy, right?
Okay, so any cup, not
This is
plastic,
like really good.
we can put on here.
Yeah.
That's
Any cup. No,
that's
any
incredible.
vessel. How about
That's
that?
incredible.
Any vessel that you can put it in. And look what you're getting here. You're going to get the 4 for $39.99, or you're going to get that 2-pack for $24.99, which I just think is a great deal. And actually, if you do the math on that, you're getting an amazing deal.
$10
I'm
each.
buying those.
I'm buying them.
I'm sorry, say that again, Kelly? Oh, I forgot about that. They are dishwasher safe too. So if somebody spills something on here, you can put these in the dishwasher. They're going to last and last and last. That's the bottom line with these. You don't have to worry about they're going to wear out or something to recharge with these. There's never anything you ever have to do again with these. And it's funny because I've seen so many people try these, and their reactions on them is just absolutely incredible. You know. But
It doesn't seem real.
it's the first time I've ever done all these at the same time, and I didn't realize the effect it was going to have on everything. I'm going to go back to the wine for a second.
It doesn't seem real. I think the wine is the most mind-blowing to
Have
me.
another one.
I have to be
Go
honest.
ahead,
I mean, this
something.
is delicious. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And here I can taste the chlorine. That's amazing. But cheap wine, I don't know how you salvage that
This is so crazy
Yeah.
smooth.
compared to that.
Yeah, and this bottle again was $6.99. Okay, $6.99, and it tastes like a $40 or $50 or $60 bottle of wine
Easily.
right here, doesn't it?
I think this is the winner.
Isn't it? That's amazing. No, well,
Yeah.
and you know probably why, because the cheap wine is going to be the most bitter of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But this
taste
is just
that.
Okay, and then I'm going to force myself to try it, you know, the one that has not been sitting on the Boche coaster. Giving it a sniff. Oh.
I feel
So-
like this is like gatekeeping almost. Like this is like the secret to
Yes, it is the secret. It's the secret to buying
Yeah.
cheap liquor and having it taste really expensive, which is nice because if you're having a party, you can
Yeah.
get by for very
Nobody
little.
will know as long as you give them a glass.
By the way, if you're watching us on Facebook right now, you probably just saw somebody jump in the chat named Amanda, who's a friend of mine and a friend of ours, and she would like this as a gift. So
Okay.
I already know somebody that I'm
I
getting
would
this
like it
for.
as a gift too.
Yeah, okay, that's 2 people on the list so far. How about you? Would you like some?
I feel like even if you don't drink alcohol, you'd want this
Oh,
because
wait.
of the coffee and it.
Joni, I just heard that we've got people volunteering to be guests to come on here
Yeah, right?
and drink with
I
me.
want to come on with Lou.
Yes, I'd like to drink with Lou. If you'd like to drink with Lou, please send us a message here. Right here on Facebook.
Call
You can. If you're on
1-800.
Facebook with us, for the rest of you that are watching us on television, if you haven't figured it out yet, you can also watch us on Facebook. You just got to type in Shop Social TV. It'll take you to our Facebook page, and you can absolutely watch us do our thing here on the channel. So what time is it now, Kelly? It's party time. No, it's not party time. We're doing that already. Okay, tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to real quick jump back to the origami that's back here behind me. We're going to do the adjustable shelf again. Joni,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Oh, give me a hug. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you being here. Yes.
Thank you.
Don't forget your parting gift.
Oh, I know. You want me to roll this parting gift out?
Yeah, take
Okay.
this table with you.
I'm
so
gonna
Joni's
do
gonna take
that.
the table out of here. That's how we
It's
do
all
things here.
mine now.
That's how, yeah, exactly. She's got everything now. That's how we do things here at Shop Social TV. We drink a little, we sell a little. It's just the way we do things. Okay, so we're going to jump back into this origami rack that's right here. This was very popular in the first hour of the show, so we thought we'd close out tonight's broadcast with just going back to this again, just to let everybody see it one more time. Now, this is the origami 4-tier adjustable rack, unique in the world of origami, okay? Because in all of origami dumb, if I can call it that, most of the products that you see there are whatever they look like is what they look like. In other words, you can't adjust the shelves, you can't do anything. This one you can, okay? So this is all powder-coated steel as you see it right here, and I got to get my little sheet with my cheats on it with the dimensions on it, but this thing it's big, okay? I'm going to show you, I'm going to break it down like this. I'm going to start taking the shelves off of here, and as I do that, you're going to start to realize that this is a little bit different than anyone you've seen. By the way, that coffee and that wine was absolutely incredible, not to mention the bourbon, but wow. Color me a believer now. Okay, this is all out of the way here. Now, very simple to break this down. Now, this is also how this is going to arrive to your home, okay? Flat packed in a box, real simple. This is going to come with the shelves, of course. To set this up, all you've got to do is just grab, are you looking for my notes? They're right there. I have a crack team of professionals out here helping me get through, thank you, get through the broadcast this evening. Okay, so all you've got to do is get this out of the cardboard box, which I promise you is going to be the hardest part of the entire thing, okay? Just pull the sides like this, and this is going to drop open. I'm just going to spin it around real quick. You've heard us talk about this a couple times now at this point this evening, about the origami toggle on the back of this, and that's right here, and that's actually a patented design. All I'm going to do is thread this through like this and just push down. Just by doing that, this whole thing is already solid. It's already ready to go, okay? Then I just have to decide where I want to put the shelves. Now, what's unique about this particular piece, see the rungs on the side here? Kind of looks like a ladder on either side. Each one of these is a spot where you can put a shelf if you want to. These are all 6 inches apart from each other. So you've got a choice that you could have them all 6 inches apart from one another. It's as close as they're going to get, or you could spread them out and be a whole lot wider, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the shelves here, and I'm going to show you real quick before I even put that in exactly why these fit on there, and that's because of right here. In each and every one of these, they have very precisely cut out a groove that the rungs are going to fit into, okay? Remember, these are steel, too. This is all powder-coated steel. There's nothing plastic. And there's that rung right there, and that's actually that hole where that rung is going to fit. So now I'll take it and I'll put it over here on the shelf, and watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down to the bottom here, second from the bottom. So that's going to give me about 6 inches off the ground, just like that. Put that one in place. And this is why I say that this is such a unique piece in the world of origami, because I can decide how much space I need between the shelves, and that can change from day to day. You're not locked in to having to leave these a specific distance apart. I'm going to put this one in right here. Very simple to do. And then we're going to do one more up here at the top. Now, one thing you need to notice about these, and I'm not even going to go all the way to the top on this one. I'm going to put it right there. Look at that. And one thing you need to know about this shelf is that when you put the actual shelves in place, it adds to the structural integrity of this, okay? It adds to the rigidity of the whole thing. It's important that you use the shelves on there. You don't have to use all of them, but at least 3 of them to give it that structural integrity on there. Take a look at how much you can put on this, too, as well, because if you look at the one over here, and that's the pewter color. By the way, we're offering pewter, white, and bronze. Are those all the colors, Kelly, or is it pewter, black, and bronze? Black, white, and pewter. Why do I keep saying bronze? I don't know. Black, white, and pewter are the colors that we're offering here. This is the pewter one that you're looking at right now. But I want you to see how all the shelves are different. 6-inch gap right there. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4. 24 inches of space between these two. Because remember, 6 inches gap between each rung. So that's 24 inches of space between those two. You got 2 feet there. And then look at the bottom. We left a huge gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another couple of feet down there. Another couple of 2 feet at the bottom there with that snorkeling equipment. By the way, if you're looking at that going like, I would never put snorkeling equipment on anything in my garage because I'm afraid it's going to fall apart. You know what? You don't need to worry about that because origami is powder-coated steel, which means it's safe for indoor use, it's safe for outdoor use. So you never really have to worry about anything happening to it. It's not going to corrode, it's not going to chip, it's not going to scratch. I've been selling origami now for 15 years, and some of the pieces that I'm selling have not only lasted 15 years, but look exactly the same now as they did a decade and a half ago, which I think is absolutely amazing. So in the last 10 minutes or so of the program, let me give you the dimensions on this guy right here, the adjustable rack. It's 30 inches across from side to side. It's 16 inches deep front to back on here. And it's going to stand 62 inches tall with the wheels on this, okay? So nice space on this. You can put, the whole thing weighs 27 pounds by itself, but listen to this. You can put 50 pounds on each shelf on this. 50 pounds on this one. There's 4 shelves, that's 200 pounds. But let's say you don't want to use the wheels. If you don't use the wheels on this, which actually raise it up about 3 inches, okay? So it's going to be down around 58 inches tall without the wheels on it. Then you can go to the maximum weight capacity on this, which is 80 pounds per shelf, for a grand total of 320 pounds that you can put on here. So that's a huge deal. By the way, I don't know if anybody noticed this. I'm going to take this shelf off here real quick just to show you something. All the shelves on this are perforated, okay? A lot of times with our larger origami shelves, you might see here in the future, they have wire shelves. And a lot of the big racks will have wire shelves on them, which is fine if you're putting really, really big things on here. But if you're going to use this indoors or outdoors for smaller things, like actually as furniture and not just as storage, you want to have a shelf that's going to be able to hold small objects, little tchotchkes, crystal figurines, even picture frames that have those flat pieces on the back that sometimes will fall through a wire rack. This is absolutely going to hold those. Now, why did we even bother to put holes in this? Why didn't we just make this a solid piece? The reason for that, my friends, is that we want the aeration. We want that airflow. We want to be able to have water flow through here. So if you use it as an herb garden, a plant shelf, anything like that, if you're just leaving it outside, you don't want that water pooling on it. And aeration. Some people use these to dry clothes. They use them as baker's racks. They do all kinds of different things. So you want that airflow through here as well. So that's why we do that with the powder coating. And as my friend Joni, who's enjoying the bourbon right now, off the Bochet coaster, as she was telling me earlier, we were talking about the powder coating difference on, like the Hopple cart uses that as well. Powder coating is the way to go, and it's expensive. It's not a cheap process. They easily could have just painted this and saved a bunch of money if that's what they wanted to do, but it wouldn't have been as good quality for you. When you got this home, it would look good for a while, but then after a while, you might see it start to rust. You might notice chips. You might notice scratches. You're not going to see that on here. By the way, when you get the wheels on this and you put them on, remember, you do have the option to use the wheels or not. There are 4 wheels. 2 of them are going to be locking wheels. So if you're one of those people that's like, oh, I don't want this thing rolling all over the place. I want to be able to have my wheels locked. Take a look right there. You've got 2 of the wheels on this that are going to be locking wheels, so that's going to make it very, very simple to you. I think the big question right now is, where are you going to use it? Where in your house would you put this? Would it be in a walk-in pantry, a walk-in closet? Would you use it in your home office? Would you use it in the kitchen? This is great for the kitchen. And, remember, you can adjust the shelf. So on the fly, if I'm looking at this and I'm like, you know what, I need to make some more space down below, I can move this shelf up to here. I can pull this guy up a little bit more too, give myself about a foot of distance between these two and a foot there. But then this bottom one, I need to put something on the ground all the way at the bottom. Well, I'm going to pull this one all the way up here and give myself a little 6-inch gap. Now I've got a nice big space on the bottom right there. And that's the neat thing about this. Depending on your use case, you can move these shelves on the fly, use them any way that you want to. But the big thing you're going to remember is that this is origami, okay? It's like instant gratification, because when I'm not using it, these shelves literally, gravity holds them in place, so there's not even anything to release on there. I just take those off just like this. I'm going to set these guys aside. Real simple to do. Watch this. And I'm going to grab this last one right here. And then we're just going to flick this little origami toggle in the back and fold that down. And we're going to take this with us. Now, this weighs about 27 pounds, okay? It's not like hugely heavy, but remember the weight capacities it will hold. 200 pounds with the wheels on it, 320 pounds without the wheels on it. If you've got kids in college, if you know somebody that moves a lot, maybe you're one of those people that goes to craft shows, maybe you do flea markets, anything like that, take this with you. This is amazing to travel back and forth to a flea market, to any of those events I was just talking about there. They really do travel well, and they're easy to set up too, and that's the other thing too. It's not like a big drawn-out process to set these up, and you are in charge. You decide how you're going to put this in there. You ever go to a store, big box store, and see a piece of furniture and it just looks amazing? You look at it, you're like, wow, that looks great, okay? But then you think to yourself, how's it going to look when I put it together? What's it going to be like once I get that home? Because you're investing time in that for sure. But the one thing people don't realize is that, a professional put that together in the store. I'm not saying you couldn't do a good job. You probably could. But, how many times have you put something together and you're sitting there going like, I got an extra cam. I have an extra screw. I have, all sorts of pieces left over there. My litmus test, if I go buy a piece of furniture and I shake that box and it sounds like a maraca, new. Not going to do it, because that's the last thing. I don't care how good the Swedish meatballs are. I am not buying that piece of furniture. It is not coming to my house because that's too much work for me. And that's the thing about origami. It really should come with a warning label, because once you buy origami pieces and you start using them, you're going to resent all other furniture. You're going to be like, you know what? If I got to put it together, I don't want to. Let's take a look at this one more time, just to see on this pewter piece right here how much you can put on that. Because to me, it's always amazing how many tools I can put on there, how much stuff, the big cooler on there. Remember, with the wheels on it, you can put up to 50 pounds per shelf. Without the wheels, 80 pounds per shelf. So we're talking about a substantial piece right here. And as we pan down on that, or tilt down, you're going to see right there, for $100, you are getting a lot. Now, you could easily go out to the stores and pay that much money and get particle board. But why would you? Why would you waste the money on particle board? Now, let me ask you this. Do you know what particle board is? I mean, I think everybody thinks it's wood, and it kind of is. What it really is sawdust held together by glue. And then they put a sticker over the top of it that makes it look like it's got wood grain, okay? It's going to be good for a little while, but the minute it gets some humidity on it, the minute it gets wet or you scratch it, that surface is ruined. And I have seen more particle board pieces, furniture, bubble up. In fact, Hurricane Helene, my nemesis, when she blew through here, okay, I had a couple pieces of furniture in my house that I thought were real wood. Guess what? Not. Okay, because the minute the water, we had about 18 inches of water come into our house. The minute the water hit the bottom of that, the first day, I thought, wow, it's amazing. Look at that. It looks fantastic. Come back 2 days later, the whole thing mushroomed. It just grew. Every place the water had gone and beyond, because it kind of like a sponge, it just seeped all the way up into that. And they were destroyed. One day I came in, and one of my cases, a computer desk, was leaning forward like this, because the whole front part of it was starting to collapse. So I had to immediately throw that away. I mean, we were throwing everything away in the house anyway. My point being, we had origami racks in our garage that also got into the flood, and they are still great. We still use those to this day. Haven't had a problem with those, okay, because of the powder-coated steel that's on these. So that's an important thing to know. And once again, free shipping here at Shop Social TV. That's our big thing. We try to pass the savings on to you, being the small guys in the market, the little players that we are, you know. We still offer you the 30-day guarantee on these. We try to give you the best prices we can. And then the other thing is we give you that free shipping and handling, so that you can actually get these home at the price you see on the screen, and not, with another $20 put on there as well. So in the last 4 minutes or so that we've got here in the program, guys, I want to remind everybody that we've seen a lot of different products here tonight in the last 2 hours. And if you're wondering, if you missed out the first hour of the show, go on back, click on that QR code that's right there. It's going to take you to this particular item, but from there you can go and you can look at everything that we've shown you here tonight, including all our hopple pieces, the bins, the tables, the Boche coasters that we had, the origami stackable racks, and also this rack right here, the adjustable rack that I'm showing you right now. We've had a great time here tonight. It was our first night out here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope the folks that are watching us on Facebook, I can see the chat from here, and I see a lot of people going back and forth out there, and that's what we want. We want you guys to talk to us, to ask us questions, and do all that stuff. So 4 minutes to go here, guys, and I just want you to know that, again, that's an option for you if you want to go back and you want to look at all the products we've had so far. But for right now, you still got time to think about this guy. You still got time to think about the origami adjustable, the only one that has the shelves that you can move around here. Let me give you the dimensions on this one more time. I have to get my cheat sheet because my mind is becoming feeble. So this is the adjustable. It's $99.99. The dimensions on this are 30 inches across on the width on this. That's a nice, generous size right there. We're talking about 16 inches on the depth. With the wheels on it, it's going to stand 62 inches. Without the wheels on it, they do raise it 3 inches. It's going to be 59 inches, okay? So still a nice height, even with the wheels on there. All the rungs you see on the sides of this are 6 inches apart. There's 10 different rungs on each side. So that's going to give you about 5 feet of storage where you can actually mount the racks wherever you want to. These are movable. They come off. They can sit on any one of the rungs you see on here. So that's what makes this adjustable. It makes it the most versatile piece in origami world, origami-dom. This whole thing weighs 27 pounds as you're looking at it right here. But remember, with the wheels on it, you can put 50 pounds on each shelf. You've got 4 shelves. That's a 200-pound weight capacity. But if you don't put the wheels on this, you can go up to 80 pounds per shelf, all right? 4 shelves, 320-pound weight capacity on here for something that only weighs 27 pounds. But you know what? even at that weight, to get free shipping on this, I think is absolutely amazing. And that's why I keep telling people, you know, when you shop with us here at Shop Social TV, you're getting the good deals, you're getting the good prices, but you're getting that free shipping on top of everything else. A lot of other places, they work that into the price. We don't do that. You're getting the free shipping here. Because honestly, something like this could easily cost, at this size, it could easily cost $20 to ship this all day long. And we're not going to tack that onto the price here. You're getting the price that you see on the screen, that $99.99, plus tax, whatever the tax is wherever you are. That's what you're going to pay on this. But my gosh, this is a great piece, the most versatile piece in the entire origami line. And folks, we've only got about a minute and a half left here. So, you know, at this point, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And again, we are Shop Social TV. We are simulcasting on Facebook every single night. I have people in the control room telling me what you guys are saying in the chat. If you have questions, they're going to relay them to me. I'm going to answer you. You can talk amongst yourselves, compare stories, compare use case scenarios, ideas, all that cool stuff like that. You're always going to get free shipping and handling. And as I mentioned at the top of the hour, or the whole show 2 hours ago, that you're going to use that URL that's below us right down here, you know, that website. You're going to go to that, type that in. That's going to take you to our main shop where you can see everything that we have, not just stuff we're selling tonight, but some things that are going to be coming up. We're going to be here again on Thursday night from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, just as we were. In fact, every week, Tuesday and Thursday from 8 to 10, you're going to be able to find us right here on the channel you're watching us right now, or you're going to see us here on Facebook on our simulcast as well, which is also live. So you've got all those options, or guess what? You can use the QR code right down there in the corner. And that little QR code is like magic. You point your phone at that, open the camera, it's going to take you to a link that is going to bring you to the very page of the item we're talking about. Right now, that QR code is going to take you to this one, but we've had one that it would take you to all of the products that we had tonight. So when the Hopple was up, it had a Hopple QR code. This has got the origami QR code. So, folks, again, my name's Lou Caputo. This is Shop Social TV. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. Thank you for participating in the chat. That just makes it so much more fun, so much more social. And our motto here is, it's Shop Social TV. We want you to shop with friends right here on Shop Social TV. I don't care how you find us, whether it's on the TV, whether it's on Facebook. We're happy to have you here with us. And remember, we try to give you free shipping every single time we can. Okay, folks? So thanks again. My name's Lou, and we'll be back here again Thursday night at 8 o'clock right here on DirecTV, Dish TV, Uverse, and Facebook. Okay? All your favorite places right here on Shop Social TV.